All right. No, we live. All right. I think we've got Trinaris and Seneca here. So this is our tabletop RPG that we're going to be doing every Sunday, my friends. Apocalypse World. I'm here with at Count Frenulum, Max Umstein, your favorite Sunday guest. My boy Sleez, our MC, and then Patty Boy 88 is your Twitch. Yes.
That's right.
Oh,
PADDYBOY.
I'm gonna throw him a shout out right now too in chat. Shout out. PADDIBOI88.
PADDY.
Fuck.
BOI.
God damn it. Well, I shouted out somebody else, but you you heard what he said.
Do it again!
And then just, I mean, people are going to miss the just chatting, is what Trinarsa says. No, you guys are going to love what we have today. With that being said, so the Apocalypse World is a tabletop RPG. Our Master of Ceremony is the MC, the equivalent of a DM. I'm going to pass it off to him so he can explain. Oh, okay, real quick, let me read Seneca's comment, Brandon. He says, Master of Ceremonies looks like he can and will fuck your mom.
In my past life, I probably did fuck your mom. That was my that was the mom.
Okay. All right, hand off to your boy Sleez.
Awesome. Welcome, friends. Together, we shall barth forth Apocalypta and explore this sad and dangerous world together. Apocalypse World is a game that was created in about 2010. It's a paper and pen RPG that rolls 5 stats and is more about role playing with friends than getting bogged down in numbers and rules. So the rules are there are no rules. Whatever you guys create and come up with is what I'm going to respond to. I do have stuff written, and I'm going to best support your decisions and give you challenges along the way. Sound good?
Love it.
Beautiful. So what we're going to start out with, in the order that we determined earlier, everyone's going to go through, give us your character's name, what play sheet you're playing, and maybe just kind of a brief summary of what your play sheet is, your look, your stats, your moves, and anything that's special to your character. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yeah.
Awesome. So I'm going to throw it over to our girl, or to our person, Hef.
The feisty Hef holder. I'm a savvy head. What am I supposed to do after that? I'll tell you my moves. As a savvy head, I can do something called Things Speak. Whenever I handle or examine something interesting, I roll plus weird. On a hit, I can ask the MC, Sleez, a question. On a 10 plus, I can ask 3 questions. And on a 7 to 9, I can ask 1 question. And I won't go through the whole list of questions. I'll go on to my next move, which is Reality's Fraying Edge. Some component of your workspace, which is a whole setup that I have as a savvy head, or some arrangement of components is uniquely receptive to the world's psychic maelstrom, which is plus augury. Choose and name it, or else leave it for the MC to reveal during play. We'll really figure out how that ends up going as the story progresses.
Absolutely.
My stats are +1 cool, -1 hard, meaning I'm very soft. 0 hot, +1 sharp, and +2 weird. Those will also play in later on as we progress. I carry a big ass knife and I wear a lot of leather armor. My workstation is essentially a garage full of crazy person things, including receivers and transmitters, and is very interested in number stations that have continued to play despite the infrastructure of the known world falling apart. And Hef kind of looks
Wonderful.
like me, but bald.
Boom. Full
Totally
bald.
bald.
Full bald.
Full
baby.
bald.
So
Yes.
So like,
We literally could probably just like switch chairs and it would work.
just swap.
It's
Yeah.
Why, does Patty's character have hair?
He does.
Oh, that's
that's
funny.
hilarious.
is
It's a
Hef,
fantasy. I can make it whatever I want.
In my
is
fantasies, I
Hef
have hair.
male, female, or somewhere in between?
We're somewhere in between. Hef is, you know what? I have an ambiguous body. I wear scrounge wear plus tech. I have an face, quick eyes, and a strange body, which is right there next to stumpy, wiry, hunched, fat, and slight.
Awesome.
Strange bod.
Welcome to the world, Hef.
Thank you.
Beautiful. Mimi.
Me,
Give us, what you
me.
got?
Me, that's me. So to introduce myself, my name is Miriam Blackplum. I'm a East Coast heiress, and my father and I went on a hunting trip over towards the West Coast, right? Because this game is taking place in Los Angeles. We went to Big Bear, where he got mauled by a big bear, and in his dying throes, he went pop pop, shot that bear dead, and so now I have a little pet bear, and my father's dead. So that's the background. But I have a pet bear. I am a Skinner, which essentially, let me explain. Let me read the description. They're basically like bards in D&D. Skinners are pure hot. They're entirely social and they have great directly manipulative moves. And yeah, that's about it. I could go over my moves and whatnot. What?
No, keep it.
Were we gonna go over second round is relationship? Oh, I should describe how I look. Haha. Long brunette hair. Put on a wig for this one, guys. She's, as a Skinner, she has like very ornate clothing, so she's dressed a little like Victorian-esque. Her weapon, she has hidden knives as a weapon, and a bear, a pet bear. It's a baby bear because I saved the baby bear because my father killed the mama bear.
What's your bear's name?
Just baby bear.
Baby bear.
Baby bear. Yeah, so Miriam Blackplum and baby bear side by side in the apocalypse. And yeah, I think that's about all I got going for me. You know?
Give us your stats.
Oh, my stats. Oh, well, I got that written down right here. So I have +1 to cool. If you guys want to know what the stats are, by the way, ! apocalypse in chat, and it'll link you to the rulebook. But I have +1 to cool, -1 to hard, +2 hot. Although it can be +3 if I use my skin and hair kit. +1 sharp, and then +0 on weird. And I believe. And should I give my special moves as well?
Yeah.
Let's do it. All right. Artful and gracious. When I perform my chosen art, any act or expression of culture, which I haven't decided that yet. Oof. Stand-up comedy. I'll say a frog joke every time I'm using it. When I do that, when I use my art, I roll plus on hot. So on a 10 plus, that's just details. But anyway, I perform, and if I succeed at my role, then I can manipulate the people around me. And then my other move is hypnotic. When I'm alone with somebody, essentially I do the same thing. If I succeed with my role, then I can manipulate them how I want as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Awesome. Is there anything else we need to know about Mimi?
I don't know. I think that's everything that's come to my mind is Miriam Blackplum.
Perfect. Welcome to the world, Miriam.
Thank you.
Next, we have Arkansas Clavicle.
My name is Arkansas Clavicle. I was born of some rugged survivalists in the post apocalyptic world, but I instead decided to rebel and become a soft handed autodidact. I taught myself many things using many books that I found. The legitimacy of them has heretofore been proven accurate by my accurate use of them. My stats are broad. They're horizontal. As a autodidact, I've taught myself a little bit of everything. I am +1 cool. I am +1 hard. I am +1 sharp. The only thing that I lack is hot. I'm actually -2 hot. However, that is okay due to one of my brainer moves, the unnatural lust transfiction, in which anything I would do that would otherwise require a roll in hot, I have actually manipulated my subject into believing that my weird, which is +2, is hot. Therefore, I am always +2 hot and +2 weird at all times. Hot means nothing to me. I've evolved beyond it. I can also do in-brain puppet strings. If I just get some contact with them, a little bit of intimacy, if you will, whether they know that I was intimate with them or not, mind you, I can implant ideas in their head, make them do things that I would prefer they do. My gear includes violation gloves. With these gloves, any amount of contact, even if I were to say touch Miri for just a second, it would be as if Miri had known me her entire life. This would give us the desired level of intimacy in order that I might get Miri to kill herself so that I can take her belongings, or anything else that might help our team. My other piece of gear is a pain wave projector. This gives me +1 harm on everyone around me except myself, including my teammates, but that shouldn't be too much of a problem. I do have one piece of gear, and that is scalpels, but I have to be very close to use them. Anything else?
Give us just what you physically look like.
Well, I look very much like what you see before me. I think I'm very handsome, but other people might find me weird. I have an apron, I have violation gloves, I have these glasses to protect me from things, and this mask to keep myself somewhat mysterious. To those closest to me, especially, and above all.
Are you covered in scars from experiments past?
Yes, I am, and I wish that you would not bring it up in public. It's very rude. Yes. One of the ways that I taught myself at a young age was in certain anatomy textbooks. I didn't quite understand that when you see, for example, a leg with the skin peeled back to show the musculature, I thought that was just a way some people lived. So I decided to give it a try as a lifestyle. I peeled my skin back. It didn't work for very long. I had to put it back intact, etc. After 4, 5, 6 different takes of several editions of Grey's Anatomy, usually circa the 17th century, I would be, I gave up on that. That's a past me. I've evolved and become a much more stable person.
And we commend you for that.
Thank
Welcome
you,
to the world,
Sleez.
Arkansas.
We'll see.
And last, but not certainly least, we have our boy, Kennedy Parson, KP as he's called on the streets. Introduce yourself.
That's right. My name is KP. Don't worry about the other part of my name. What you see before you here is actually I have to go to the page for what he looks like. Where'd I write that down?
Except he has hair.
With you. He does. That's right. What you see before you is a very scrappy but deceptively muscular man, about average height. He's got a twin mohawk on either side of his head. The elite of Prodigy was my inspiration for that. He's
A
extremely
wonderful
sooty
band.
and dirty. He's extremely sooty and dirty. And he has 3 scars over his left eye that a mountain lion once clawed his eye as a child. That eye is all white. He's got a tattered gray undershirt, dusty ripped military jumpsuit, ripped at the knees with combat boots, and a leather biker jacket with metal plates sewn in. And let's see, what other things do I need to tell you about him?
Give us your stats and your moves.
Stats and moves. His stats. He's got a +1 in cool. +2 hard. He's a hard boy. But a -1 in hot, as he's extremely dirty.
Filthy boy.
Very filthy. He's got a +1 to sharp and 0 weird. Seemingly not weird at all, though.
Totally normal.
Totally normal. His moves. Oh, he's a gun lugger, by the way. Don't remember if I mentioned that. His moves are he's battle hardened. So when he acts under fire, I roll +hard instead of rolling +cool. And my favorite move here, which is fuck this shit. You name your escape route and roll +hard on a 10+. Sweet, you're gone. 7 and 9, you can go or stay. But it costs you. You leave something behind or take something with you. And MC Sleez will tell me that. And on a miss, you're caught vulnerable half in and half out of your escape route. But he's also prepared for the inevitable. So he has a well-stocked and high-quality first aid kit that counts as an angel kit. It's a first aid kit. Capacity of 2 stock on that.
Can you slap a band-aid on a bullet hole?
Oh, you bet I can.
Oh, nice.
It's been proven a very valid medical practice many times in the past. Band-aids on bullet holes, actually.
Valid.
I mean, I prefer to sew them up first, but yeah.
Beautiful. You want to explain what a gun lugger is?
I mean, it's a gun lugger. He's a gunman. Carries a lot of guns. The weapons that I have are, and I love these descriptions of them. I've got 1, fuck off big guns. He has a grenade launcher. It's forearm, close area, and messy. Serious guns. I have 2 of those, though I actually decided on 1, but with a silencer as its thing. It is a Magnum. So 3 harm, close, reload, and loud are its tags. And then for backup weapons, many knives. Oh yeah, that's probably in his description too. He's like head to toe and got just knives going everywhere.
You too?
Look and you find another knife. Yeah. Anywhere you look, you go, oh fuck, there's a knife there.
Nice. Beautiful.
Nice.
Is there anything else we need to know about KP?
Let's see. What has he told you guys? He's told the rest of you that he was raised by nomads, but he's been independent for the last few years of his life.
Beautiful. Welcome to the world, KP.
Thank you.
Awesome. So we've done an explanation of the moves. For anyone watching that doesn't understand what we are talking about, there's 5 stats. Cool is doing something under fire. Like if you're responding to getting shot at or you're trying to do something slick in the moment. Hard is going aggro or seizing by force. That would be doing anything aggressive like attacking. Hot is seducing or manipulating. That would be trying to convince someone to do something you'd like them to do. That's what you would roll if you're trying to have sex, which sex is a very special thing in this game. There is sharp, which is using your eyes. It's reading a situation or a person and your perceptivity in that realm. And then you have weird, which is opening your brain to the psychic maelstrom, which is sort of like a parallel universe to our own that exists, and it was opened up after the apocalypse happened. For those who are curious, the apocalypse in our world happened about a generation and a half ago from when we're playing. So there are some people in this world that still remember the world as it was, but most people do not. Essentially, everything that could have gone wrong did go wrong. Nuclear war, sickness, destruction, natural disasters. The world was laid waste, and we are currently in the middle of a rebuild. So just to kind of give you a little bit of background there. Now, the next stat we're going to figure out is called HX. That is our relationships to each other and how if you're going to help somebody or you're going to do what someone says, you would roll HX instead of the stat you'd normally roll. And we're going to figure that out now. So, Hef,
Yeah.
go ahead and go around and tell us what we need to do for HX.
For me, as a savvy head, I choose a character that I find the most strange. And tell that player HX +1. And right off the bat, gotta go with Arkansas. Don't
Why?
know what's up with that guy. You're a funky looking fella.
I used to be strange, but you won't regret it.
Or will I? Tell everyone else HX -1. I'm kind of strange myself.
All right.
Sorry.
Wonderful. If you haven't already in the HX box, make sure you write down everyone's names.
Yeah.
And then kind of with like a colon situation so you can keep the HX to the right.
Yep.
And you can change that as it changes throughout the game.
Yep.
And yeah. When everyone's ready, we'll move on to Mimi.
Oh, that's your only relationship? Hef? Oh my.
That's on my turn. On others' turns, I choose the character you figure for the biggest potential problem. Whenever the number the player tells you, give it +1. Write it next to the character's name.
Yeah, so you'll add 1 to it. Whatever they tell you.
Okay.
Oh, so fun.
And then everyone else, whatever number they tell you, give it -1 and write it next to their character's name. I've got other stuff to worry about other than to learn. Wait, what? I've got other stuff to do and other stuff to learn.
Yeah, so for that, whatever people tell you, you're going to take 1 away from it.
Okay.
Except for the one person you choose.
Okay.
All right. Mimi, give us what you got.
Yeah. I'm a gal looking to fill a hole in my heart that was left by my daddy. So I am going to choose one of you to be my lover, one of you to be my friend, and one of you is in love with me. My lover is obviously Arkansas Clavicle. +2 HX for you. My friend.
Your lover is actually HX +1.
Oh yeah, that's right. +1 for that. My friend is +2. And my friend is KP. Love KP. We bond over knives.
Yeah.
I also have knives hidden in every inch of my body. You know what I mean?
I do.
And Hef. Hef is so clearly in love with me off the bat. -1. Fuck you. You can't fill any hole of mine.
Nice. Arkansas, give us what you got.
-1 HX for everybody.
Oh, there you go.
And just to clarify, so the HX, that's -1 on his end, or he's telling us to subtract 1?
He's telling you that it's -1, and then you can do whatever you decide to do based on others' turns, that instruction part. So everyone has different instructions on others' turns rather than their own.
Mm-hmm.
So, for instance, Savvy Head, everyone else gets -1 versus the one person. There's one person they think is going to be a bigger problem and they get +1 to what they were told. Everyone else gets -1. KP, or for Miriam, You can give anybody +1 or -1 based on your whims. For Arkansas, he has a whole set of rules,
I have that
And-
under control.
and then KP will have +1 to one person, and then he'll just write down what he's told for everybody else.
KP, go ahead.
All right. So I've got one of them is fought shoulder to shoulder with you. Tell that player edge X +2, and that is half. We fought shoulder to shoulder. One of them has left you bleeding and did nothing for you. And that was definitely Arkansas.
Oh, thank God.
Definitely Arkansas. It could be you, but it makes more sense.
You're
on
my
the third one.
friend. I gave you the highest HX.
Exactly. So choose which one of them you think is the prettiest, and tell that player HX +2, and that is Mimi.
Wait, so do I get okay, so I already do I give him an extra +2? Because I already how does that work? So
So
mine
you write down 2 for me,
okay, so we both just gave each other +2 in even exchange.
basically.
Cute.
Yeah.
Love that. Love that.
Has anybody hit +4 throughout this by chance?
Mm.
No.
Well, I don't so I guess this is where I'm a little confused. Like if I choose KP as my friend, am I telling him to add +2? Or is it for both of us? We both get that +2.
No. So when you're telling them, that's what they are going to write down, and you write down what they tell you to write down,
Gotcha.
Correct.
and you're able to modify it based on what others tell you. So you're able to add +1 or -1 to any.
So, for example, since we've all gone, I would just like to make a few things clear, if I may. You all have -1 toward me,
Yeah.
regardless of what you think, because you don't know me. However, I know many of you. You just don't know that. So, for example, Mimi,
Yes.
you may not know this, but one time you fell asleep near me. So I actually know you incredibly well. So regardless of what you tell me, I in fact have +3 toward you, while you have -1 toward me. I know you, but you do not know me. KP, I've been watching you for a very long time. Not least of which when you were bleeding out. That was a very interesting time for me in the saga of your life that I've been watching for a very long time. So I actually know you quite well, better than you know me. So you have -1 toward me, while I have +3 toward you. I'm going to disregard what you said to me. Hef, I don't like that you called me weird. But I thrive on people disliking me. It's quite evident that you dislike me, and because of my sort of transfiction, I actually now have +3 toward you, while you remain with -1 toward me. So, just so we're all clear, I know all of you quite well.
Beautiful. Does everyone feel clear about HX and what they're starting out with?
I believe
Yeah.
so.
Yes.
So I'll double onto that. Although I have a negative towards you, Arkansas, I also know that you are the smartest. Therefore, I gave you a +1, and we're at a dead 0.
Nice. All right. So before we get started, we're going to figure out the highlighted stats for this session. So I'm going to roll those.
I get 2 of those because at the end of my
everyone-
HX,
Yeah, ignore the rules for the HX to start that. We're just going to do random for every
fantastic. Love it.
session.
Love it. Whatever
So-
simplifies it.
Everybody highlight hot.
Mhm.
And everybody highlight hard.
Ooh.
Hot and hard.
And what does that
Hot and
mean?
hard.
We get +1?
If you you don't add +1, but if you roll a 10 or higher for those stats during this session, you mark an improvement bubble.
Ooh.
And those will be different every game. So before every session, I'll do what I just did, where I'll just roll D6, and then that's how that'll be determined. Are we ready to bar forth Apocalyptic?
Oh boy,
I think I'm
hope
ready.
so.
Wonderful. As we start this game, you find yourself in a dilapidated yet ornate room. All 4 of you are shackled to a wall. And there is one guard in your room, an ugly man carrying a 9mm pistol and looking through the door hole suspiciously. You were previously all working together for an operator whose name is Red Eye Georgia. Your job did not go well or as planned. You are all captured and rendered unconscious, and you find yourself here. Miriam, you notice that your black bear is nowhere to be found, and you all recognize that your driver who got you there is also not in the room with you. But there is one set of shackles that is empty.
Uh-oh.
And that is where I'll leave you to begin your journey. Hef, what would you like to do?
Well, maybe we should
Did
talk
we
it out
come-
first, yeah? Like,
Yeah.
what's this empty shackles? We had a driver with us? Was he here? Do you think?
I would assume so.
He's probably dead.
I mean, undoubtedly.
Yeah.
Most of us are dead to varying degrees.
Obviously, I meant he's like zeroed, nothing,
He's
gone.
Real dead. No blood pumping dead.
His stats have rolled all the. I understand.
Yes. Yes.
Hmm.
HP is down to 0.
HP is at 0.
Mm.
His HP is at 0.
Exactly.
Who's right next to him?
No,
Or who's right next to the empty shackles?
KP is.
Okay.
Yeah.
So maybe they're executing us one by one, KP. And maybe you're next.
Well, great. That might be. I guess I'm gonna have to punch my way out then.
Could we talk more about the ugly person who brought us in? How
Yeah.
ugly do you think we're talking here? Did anyone get a good look at how ugly they might be?
Pretty gross. Pretty gross. yeah.
Everybody rolls sharp.
Yeah. That's is that 2d6 or 1d6?
I rolled 7 plus 1, so I got 8 sharp.
Wait, yeah, actually, is that 2d6?
2d6, yeah. Every roll is going to be 2d6.
Okay.
And are we? Yeah, we're combining it. So
I rolled a 9.
that's a 7. Oh wait, I have pluses. Still an 8. Doesn't matter. It's a 7 and 9.
You look and you notice that there is scarring on his face. He has all of his limbs, but you don't notice anything normal or weird about it.
He's not our driver, is he?
No, he is not.
Okay.
If you'd like, Mr. Brainerd, you could open up your brain to the psychic maelstrom to see if the driver is still alive, and same with Baby Bear.
I could
If
do
you-
that. I could do that if it was my turn, because I believe it's Hef's turn.
Since we're doing a conversation and not
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 combat.
making decisions,
Yeah.
anybody can make combo rolls. If
Mhm.
that makes sense.
So I could open up my mind to the psychic maelstrom at any time, and that would be
Yeah.
a rolling of sharp or weird.
That would be weird.
And in order to do that, and if I did that, I could find out where Miri's beloved pet is or where our beloved former companion is.
Depending on how good you roll, yes.
Okay, I'll wait.
What?
All right.
No!
You could find out if they're alive.
Oh,
Just check.
wait,
Find out if
do
they're alive.
do the weird brain thing.
Do your
the thing with
brains.
the brain.
Maybe we should worry about ourselves since we're all the ones trapped inside of a room with an ugly man watching us from a window.
I
I
want to know
think Hef
about Baby
raises a
Bear.
good point.
Are you strong enough to pull the chains out of the wall, dearest gun lugger? Are these weak chains? Are they just sort of held in just so? Or are they pretty sturdy?
Do you have any knives hidden in
You
certain orifices?
Yeah, I do, but arms are kind of tied up here. Not gonna shit out my knife right into the wall.
Hef, use your teeth. Pull it out.
The person who's at the door turns around and yells, "Hey, you! Shut up, or you'll get the butt end of this gun!"
I flip him
And
off.
he goes back. And he goes back to looking through the hole. But you've been warned.
So he's just ogling us, is he?
He's got his head. He's facing away from us.
Yes.
So
Oh.
he turned around into the little eye slit on the door. I'm assuming.
Yeah.
I see.
And he's right on the other side of that door over there.
That's what it's looking like.
Oh, ugly guard man. Can I talk to you for a moment?
This is good. This is good. Miri,
He turns around.
I'm feeling very hot in here. Could you help me with my garments? Maybe help
bring him in, Miri. Bring him in. Bring him in.
help me take them off?
Roll.
Yeah, the
hot.
lady needs water.
Rolling
Right
for
enough to
baby.
join.
Oh, 8?
He can give you something you want, or do something you tell him to do.
Miri, make sure that you bring him close to us.
Okay. I would like you to come in closer, approach me, maybe loosen my shackles a bit. Please?
Loosen your shackles? That's a big ask from a prison guard. Why don't you ask him to take your clothes off or something?
He
might have
undoes
some
one
sort of...
shackle.
He undoes one of her shackles?
Oh yeah.
He undoes one, not both.
While so he's in the room right now, undoing her shackles.
Just one.
He's been in the room the whole time.
I would like to... Oh, but he's close to us. He's close to us. He's within reach, you might say.
You are not you are one person away from him.
Got it.
Am I close enough to kick this person over to our brainer?
You could try.
I'm not very strong.
Well, wait. While he's
Roll.
undoing my shackle, am I close? Am I close to Arkansas?
Yes.
No.
You're next to Ark.
We're one person away, I
No,
thought.
You're one away. You're next
Yeah.
to KP.
We're separated by half. Thank God.
What? Arkansas. Can I grab for his wrist and try to pull him in close, as if for a kiss, while trying to get Hef's attention to grab his other arm.
Hef can't grab anybody because their arm is in
It's
chains, but Hef could try
shackled.
to pull it out, pull the chain off the wall. So what we'll do is I'll have you roll hard and have Hef roll hard.
Okay.
I'm on the other side, right?
Oh, I
Yes.
dropped my die.
I'm gonna try to pull the chains out of the wall too.
Okay. Roll hard if
rolled
you
it.
want to try to pull the chains out.
I rolled a 4. I am a weak baby.
Oh no.
Ooh, baby!
7. I rolled a 7.
That's an 11 from this strong boy over here.
Beautiful. So make sure
Fantastic.
you mark an improvement bubble.
Wait.
So you go to grab.
Wait, the improvement
KP.
bubble is 7 or higher, or what? Oh, he rolled
It's
a 10.
or higher. Yeah. KP.
Okay.
I mark an improvement for over 10
Yes.
when I get over 10. Oh, okay.
10 or
Interesting.
Yeah. 10 or higher for a highlighted stat. You mark an improvement bubble,
Ah.
and that is hard and hot for this session. So, as Miriam goes to grab his hand and pull him in close, she does so. But when she grabs his hand, she just puts it on her tit, and then they make eye contact. Hef goes to pull their arm out of the wall, and does so terribly, taking 1 damage to their wrist.
That'll do it.
Oh.
So mark one of the pie pieces.
Yep.
But then Arkansas goes full rager and just goes "Blah!" and just rips the chains right out of the wall.
Can I give a little more intention on that after
You
successfully
can
getting
roll
the
again. You can roll again because you ripped it entirely out of the wall and you're entirely free.
Yeah. So I'm gonna whip those chains because they're like wrist chain across both of them, right? I'm gonna whip that around the guard's neck and
Oh yeah.
squeeze the hell out of his head.
Roll hard.
Oh no. That's a 3 + 2. That's a 5.
Wait, what's your hard modifier though?
It's a +2. So
Oh.
that's a total of 3. I rolled a 1 and a 2.
Oh.
You go to do that, and you go to like wrap the chains around his neck, but you get your hands all tangled, and he turns around, and he throws you down into the ground, and he's holding the gun to your head.
Fuck.
Arkansas, you haven't made a move. Would you like to try anything?
Meanwhile, my chains have been completely ripped out of the wall. Am I to understand that I'm just free from the wall now?
No, you have not ripped out of the wall.
I think you
Why'd
said
you say
Arkansas.
I went
I think you meant
full-
KP.
Oh. You said Arkansas goes full like this and rips his chains out of the wall.
Oh, KP, no, Arkansas.
Oh, got it. I'm still chilling right here.
Yeah, you're still tied up.
Got it.
With me and my bruised wrist.
Yeah, sorry, but
Okay.
did I take any harm when he knocked me to the ground?
Not yet, but you're about to if nobody does anything.
Okay.
So he's knocked our friend KP to the ground here.
Yep.
Miriam is doing what?
Miriam is one hand free,
Mm-hmm.
and the whole situation's happening right in front of her.
Mm-hmm.
Hef is within foot range of what's going
Mhm.
on, and you're at the far end. Not
I'm the
close to
furthest away from the action.
Yes.
Hmm.
Is
Most
KP
of my-
bent over in a way that I can grab his anal knife?
Oh my god.
Yes.
Okay.
This is canon. We're moving it.
Is there anything that Arkansas would like to do?
Oh yeah, you can go first.
Well, this is. Can you tell me more about this person real quick? You said they're a prison guard.
You could open up your brain to the maelstrom and find out.
That's what I'd like to do. I'd like to know a little bit about what this person wants and how we might persuade them to not kill our friend KP.
Go ahead, and you're gonna roll. You're essentially gonna roll for augury right now. So,
Okay.
roll weird.
Roll weird.
Yep.
I've rolled 7 + 2 weird equals 9.
As you roll that, the world becomes hazy around you, and you see the shell of a tough man standing behind a crying little child who just wishes to be held.
Mm.
You see this for a brief moment, and then you go back into the regular world.
Miriam,
Yes.
place your hand gingerly on the wrist of this person who's holding the gun to KP's head and say, "Mama loves you." Say it.
Mama loves you.
Roll hot.
Hot mom.
Whoa.
Hot mom.
7.
MC really is trying to do our moms.
You reach over and you grab the guy's wrist that's holding the gun, and he turns and looks at you, and you say,
I can be your mama if you want. I'm here for you, baby boy. I'll be with you forever if you need.
he puts the gun is slightly pulled away from Arkansas, and he's looking at you.
You mean KP?
From KP. That's pulled away from KP.
Yeah, I keep mixing that up. Sorry, Arkansas
Yes.
is such a badass name. I keep forgetting you're a dork.
It's okay.
Never
remember.
forget.
Just
KP.
drop the gun. Drop.
He doesn't drop the gun, but he's distracted.
Okay.
Is the gun no longer near KP's head?
Yes.
Can I kick this guy in the face while he's bent over and turned around?
Seems like a
Roll
good
hard.
idea.
Roll hard.
Yeah.
6.
You go to kick him, but you actually kick the gun, and it goes off, and it shoots Arkansas in the side.
AP.
KP. No, Arkansas. Fuck it. I keep saying Arkansas. He shoots Arkansas on accident.
You can call
Oh,
me
he was
clavicle.
turned. He was turned towards right toward Mimi and Arkansas. So
Yeah, the kick goes
Yeah.
errant and sends his hand flying, and he fires the gun and he shoots Arkansas.
Christ.
Actually,
I'm gonna
Arkansas,
die in
not
this
KP.
first episode.
all right.
So
How much
that's a
harm did How much harm did Arkansas just take?
That's a 2-harm weapon.
All right, so I'll bubble in my.
That's what you get for not looking for baby bear.
Harm is
Uh,
just another state of life.
Arkansas
Do
or
something,
KP.
brain boy.
It's your turn.
What's that?
My turn.
KP. No, it's KP.
It's me. All right. Well, I'm gonna get the fuck up. Give a side because he's a dumbass and decided to put the chains on this way instead of crossing his arms first and putting them over that guy's neck and then pulling as hard as he can to pop this guy's head off.
Do it. Roll hard.
And that's an 11.
Aw, yeah.
So KP reaches forward with the chains and he wraps them around the dude's necks and pulls as hard as he can. And the dude's head just goes and just pops
Aw.
right off.
That's
You're all
so
covered.
much
You
blood.
guys are all covered in blood.
So much blood. This is fine.
Uh,
This is...
But the guard is dead, and nobody heard it happen.
Nobody heard
Hell
this.
yeah.
Nobody heard the gunshot? Oh, we're in luck.
They heard the gunshot, but there's a lot of stuff going on in this building,
could
so
be
they don't
anything.
pay attention to it.
I totally
But
understand.
nobody heard the actual death happen.
Sweet.
And then KP makes sure you mark another improvement bubble.
Whew. Yeah. Yeah, I did.
Fun.
The guard is dead.
Yes.
Guard
We
is
finally
dead.
have some time to take a breath and formulate a plan. Am I understanding that correctly?
Yes.
Yes.
I'd like to tap into the psychic maelstrom if I may.
And check to see
Well,
where
that's-
Baby Bear is. And our driver. But mostly Baby
I'd
Bear.
like to know a little bit about the architecture of this cell. Just like the history, who designed it, maybe, just for curiosity's sake. I'm going to roll weird or sharp.
Oh, you're gonna roll weird.
I would like to
I've
be-
rolled 11 plus 2, so 13. Please tell me everything you know, Sleez, about how this cell was built and why.
As you ask this question, everything goes foggy again, and information just starts to attack your brain. The name of the person who built the place you're in is long gone, but you know that you are in the Redberry Hotel off of Hollywood and Vine.
Redberry Hotel, Hollywood and Vine, where the
Yeah.
social media kids used to live.
Where the social media kids used to live. You're there. You are currently on the top floor, and the place that you're in was built to be a grotesquarium, which is where people, where there's a slaver colony that build grotesques to fuck and to make fight each other for their pleasure.
Mimi,
Yes?
He mentioned fucking. He's making
no,
me-
no. I'm, grotesques. You have a place now.
What? What a mean thing to
Just
say.
keep delving into the maelstrom.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm confused. So, this is a grotesquarium on the top floor of the Redberry building on Hollywood and Vine. Is that correct? Does everyone understand that?
The whole building is a grotesquarium. You just happen to be on the top floor. In the top, you're in the top floor, which is one of the torture wings.
Previously used for errant grotesques in a sort of form of penalization. They would get tortured to make them better servants.
Yes, on the bottom floor, that is where that happens. Because you rolled so much, I'm going to tell you. On the second floor, there is an arena where they fight, And the third and fourth floor are used as prison/torture chambers. You
Oh
are
my
currently
goodness.
on the fourth floor.
Can we go through the sexy
This
floors
is
on our way
just
out?
a.
Also, follow up. You're still shackled to the wall, no?
Yes, everyone is still shackled except for KP and one of
Hafni.
your.
Yeah, I mean, wiping the blood off of his face, maybe giving his lips a lick, a little iron. Never hurt anybody.
May
Did
I?
that information help anybody?
A little bit. I'm a
No,
little
you
afraid to
fucking weird.
leave.
Go ahead. What were you going to say, KP?
I said, no, you're fucking weird. And I'm gonna take the keys off the guard. Go around to Mimi first and unshackle her other arm. And next I'm gonna go to Hef and get them undone. And then I'm gonna throw the keys at at Arkansas.
Arkansas Clavicle.
Arkansas,
get-
roll cool.
Say
Can I
that
get-
again one time.
Roll cool.
Cool. 6 plus 1, 7.
You barely catch the keys, but you almost drop them.
Ugh, well,
But you do catch them.
it's like my school days.
Haha.
I run over and I grab the keys and I help him out.
Gotcha.
Well,
It is readily apparent that all of your guys' gear is on the ground everywhere in the room.
Right.
But everybody roll sharp.
God damn it. Hey, stop dropping my
I have
ball.
5 plus 1. I've just rolled 6 sharp, a little bit below average. Perhaps I need to lift my shades up.
roll the whole 4.
Well, we're gonna take
There's
that one.
7 from KP.
Um,
I rolled a 10. I think. What's my sharp is +1? I rolled
Yeah.
a 10.
KP hit, but then Hef, you also missed. Hef, you can't find your knife. Arkansas, you can't find your pain wave projector.
Oh, shit.
But Miriam, looking through her stuff, finds one of those items, and she can name what she found.
Okay, wait. So what was they didn't find the pain wave projector and what else?
There's a
Nice.
pain wave projector missing, and there's a big knife missing. Big knife is for Hef. Pain wave projector is for Arkansas.
Okay.
KP, you find your stuff.
I find the
Oh, heck,
pain
you wanna
I
know
find the
one?
pain wave projector and I return it to Arkansas.
Thank you.
Fine.
Hef, do you need another knife? I have several. And he reaches towards his bum.
Gun. Where's the gun? It's on the floor. Is he dead?
Wait, does the guard have a gun?
The guard
Yes,
has
he
a gun.
does.
Can I
It's
take it?
you're cutting out a little bit, but I think so.
Oh,
There's
am I?
a delay. Yeah.
Can I take the gun? Is what I'm asking.
Yes, you can. Yeah,
I will take the gun for now.
got you.
We'll see how that works.
When you take roll sharp again.
That's 5 plus 6 plus 1. That's a whole 12.
Oh damn. You find the gun and you find all of the clips of ammo you would possibly need.
Fuck yeah.
Cool.
I have unlimited gun.
Unlimited gun.
Fantastic.
Write that down on your gear for right now.
Yep. What kind of gun is it, or does it? It doesn't matter.
The 9mm does 2 harm. Close.
Gotcha.
All right. You guys are free to plan your moves.
Okay, well, I am terrified of what this building holds. It's just filled with grotesques. Sounds disgusting.
Mm-hmm.
Kills for
Sounds
fucking or fighting.
sexy. Yeah, they're fucking
we're
and
at-
torturing.
And we're at the very top of the grotesque building, which means we are not going to be able to get out of here without visiting many grotesques, many more than we've already
Unless
seen
we can
today.
get down the side somehow. Are there
Is
any
there-
fire escapes?
Yes.
Windows?
Yes.
all of the windows have been boarded over, and they are. I mean, you could try to open them, but they're probably not going to open. They've been barred and boarded.
Gotcha.
Right.
Well-
sounds like our only way is to go down then.
Yeah. Sucks. Fourth and third floor. So one that we're on and the one below us are for essentially housing and torturing the grotesqueries.
That is the information that was given to Arkansas Clavicle through his vision.
Gotcha.
Sorry, did he say we're on the third floor?
Fourth.
We're on the fourth floor.
Yes.
So we got 2 floors.
That's not so bad.
Yep.
Is there an elevator?
Is
A
there
what?
an elevator?
An elevator?
There are no working elevators, but there are stairs.
Let's take a peep into one of those stairwells.
KP,
Let's
you
take a
go
look
first.
first.
Yeah.
We won't jump right into it. Let's take a look.
I've got my silenced magnum out, and I'm gonna take a peek outside our door, see if there's any other guards standing by.
You're going to open the door and peek?
Yeah.
Roll cool.
All right. Is this no, I mean I guess it's not acting under fire, right? We're just rolling cool for
You roll. I would roll cool.
Okay. That is an 8.
You open the door and notice that there is a guard that's similar looking to the one that you just killed. That is not facing you.
All right. So there's only one guard in the hallway
That you can see.
that I can see. Cool.
And they didn't hear the door open.
Great. I'm gonna shoot him in the back of the head with my silenced magnum.
Roll hard.
Hell yeah. That is a 9.
You shoot him in the back, and he falls to the ground, but now he knows that you all are there. Hef, what do you do?
Oh, it's just KP sticking his head through the door, correct?
The door is open.
The door is entirely open. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily want anybody to hear me firing a gun. Unless it's that loud and I can just fire it and it's not a big deal.
It will be loud.
Okay. And it'll probably not go as well as the one accidental shot that we had earlier.
Can I throw half a knife? Hand half a knife?
If Hef would like to, give up her.
Yeah, I'll take a knife.
Okay.
I'll check a knife at that motherfucker.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I throw that knife?
Check that knife. Roll hard.
The whole 5.
You throw the knife, and it just clangs to the floor. But now the dude's getting up, and he's about to aim the weapon at you.
I've got it. Don't worry. He seems rather incapacitated. I would like to kill him with my scalpels.
Roll hard.
Okay.
Rolling up on
I have rolled a 12 plus, and my scalpels cause 3 harm. Explain what happens in graphic detail.
You move in super smooth, and as he's turning to aim at Hef, you cut first his wrist, and just opens up this whole like splurt of blood on his own face, and you see the shock.
Very
and then you
prudent.
Cut up onto his throat, causing his esophagus to hang out of his neck as he chokes on his blood and bleeds. And if there's a coup d'etat you'd like to do, you're free to do so.
The coup d'etat? What do you
I'll-
mean?
Like you can finish him in whatever gross way you can think of.
Oh yeah, I'd like to separate his septum and stick my fingers through and then hook back around his mouth just to see if my fingers are long enough to do it. In fact, can we roll to see if my fingers are long enough to get back out his mouth from his nostrils?
Yeah, roll roll hard.
Okay. 9. So yeah, I think they made it. Look, guys.
They get there, but not as far as you really hoped. Like in your heart of hearts, you wish you
Mhm.
could have just gone like a bass and just touched out the other side and kind of wiggled your finger at everybody. But
Miri.
you kind of feel like a little bit of flesh holding your finger from popping through. But you get in
Miri.
a real nice like.
Miri, I got you this.
I love it. I love it so much. Thank you, Arkansas. Even though you keep just calling me by the wrong name.
Whatever your name is.
Can you guys feel the love tonight? Can you feel the love in this grotesquerie in this horrid hotel that we're all having to live in? Do you feel the love this evening? Can we go down the hallway and down the stairs, please? Can we stop doing whatever is happening?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Behind you is a dead end wall. There is a door straight ahead of you. But if you are going to the door, there is also a hallway that would go left.
Sorry, say that again.
There is a doorway straight ahead of you,
Okay.
and to reach that doorway, you would leave yourself open to a hallway that is to your left. If you were standing at the face of the door, there is a hallway down to your left.
I see.
Gotcha. Okay. Not one to the right, so we're not in the middle of a.
No, we're not.
No, to
It's
the
not
right.
like a
Yeah, you're like in a
tri-section.
dog leg right now.
Okay.
Okay.
The hallway goes dog leg left, and there is a door straight ahead of you.
KP, you go first.
All right. I'm gonna. Should we check out the door straight ahead? I assume it's probably
Yeah.
another room.
Well, I assume
Yeah.
there's going to be maybe there's prisoners in there, right? This is a prison floor.
We'll just take a peek. We'll just take a quick peek inside.
I have found in my research that most hallways inside of buildings lead to rooms.
Yeah.
There you have
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Great
Should we try the
research.
hallway then?
He's
Maybe
so
find another set of
smart.
stairs.
Indeed.
Yeah.
I say we just get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
I agree. Yeah,
Like-
it's probably nothing but torture and rape in that room. Let's go.
Yeah.
So you go around the hallway.
Yeah. Let's check out the
Run around
hallway.
down the
Hopefully it leads to stairs.
Roll sharp and roll cool, all of you.
Hmm.
A sharp roll. Cool.
A sharp roll and a cool roll.
Sharp and cool.
I got a 10 for sharp.
Okay.
And an 11 for cool.
Cool.
I got a 5 for sharp and a 8 for cool.
Okay.
I've got 8 sharp. And I've got 8 cool.
Yo, I was post 10 on both, just saying. I'm sauntering down that hallway so cool, like seeing everything.
Cool.
That's a 9 for cool and a 6 for sharp.
Miriam takes the lead as you guys are walking down the hallway. As you take that dogleg left, Miriam sees 3 people straight down the hall. And there is the person at the furthest end of the hallway is talking to someone to his left that you can't see. So you can surmise, Miriam, that there are 4 people in the hallway with you. All of them armed, similar to the guy you guys killed. But they have not noticed you at all.
Okay, I'm going to gesture to them to stay hidden behind the wall, like stay back. And I must stride on up to these bad boys. Batman.
Miri.
Yeah, wait, okay. I won't go yet.
Before you go, is
Mhm.
this a good time to run an ad break?
Do you need to pee?
I don't need to do anything. I'm Arkansas Clavicle. I'll piss my pants right here on camera.
Okay.
But before we get into another scene in which things might happen, maybe it's a good time to run an ad break.
Cool. Yeah, let's take a quick 60s. Or I'm going to run a 90-second ad break.
Perfect.
And
All right.
do what you want for the next 90 seconds. We'll come back. Be right
Okay.
back, my friends. All right. We're back, everybody. We're back.
Where we left off, Miriam was sauntering into a hallway where she saw three people in a hall, with one person conversing with someone who was not seen but can be assumed was there. Miriam, what do you do?
I slowly approach and bat my eyelashes. And I say, hey, big boys. I'm a little lost up in here. Do you think you could help a lass out and point me to the exit?
Are you rolling general hot or are you doing hypnotic?
I'll do hypnotic. Ooh, that's good.
Roll hot.
And hope I roll real good. Ah! Oh no. I rolled 6. Yikes.
They all turn at you. The guy at the far end of the hall goes, "Oi! Who's that bomb slut?" And the guy who he was talking to peeks his head around the corner too and goes, "Get her!" All 4 people turn and are now coming towards you. Arkansas, would you like to do anything?
They're all coming toward Miriam.
Yes.
I can do my best. I mean, it seems like there's only one thing to do at the moment, and that is I'm going to try to seduce them myself. Miriam has obviously failed at her task, which is to be expected. So, as they all charge at Miriam, I step out from behind where I was hiding, and I give them a yoo-hoo! Over here, boys! I will now have to roll hot, I assume, but because I am who I am and I have an unnatural lust transfixion, I will be rolling weird to see how badly they want to fuck me compared to Miriam. Uh-oh. I have rolled 5 plus 2 weird is 7, so I'm very middling.
They stop what they're doing and they kind
You're
of
welcome.
look at you confused and they go, "Oi! Who's that fuck?" And they're all kind of stop what they're doing and very confused about what's going on, but they're not looking at Miriam. KP, what would you like to do?
All right. I feel like it's time for this. There's 4 guys in the hallway, right?
Yep.
I think it's time for fuck this shit, and let's get out.
Okay.
I'm gonna use my move of fuck this shit.
Roll hard.
Do I get to describe to you what I'm gonna attempt to do first and then roll, or do I roll and then?
Roll and then depending on how good you yeah, describe what you want to do and then roll.
All right. So he's gonna take out his knives, 2 knives. I'm gonna fucking charge him and try to go for throats as I go down the hall. And can we tell that there's stairs here? There's the stairwell at the end of the hallway.
You can't see the stairs yet, but Miriam has a good idea that they're if you go around where the hidden guy was, that he was next to that where the stairs are. So you're in a straight. So you took a dog leg to a straight hallway.
Yeah.
And there's another left-hand turn. From Arkansas Clapful's earlier question, you know that you're in a wishbone-shaped building.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Okay.
Wait, wishbone or horseshoe?
Horseshoe, whatever.
Horseshoe, okay.
Well, I think that's still I'm gonna go for throats, slash him as I charge at him down the hall, and barrel into the stairwell, opening it up for the rest of us to get to it.
Yeah, roll hard.
Oh yeah, fantastic. So that's a 10 plus. I rolled an 11 without even my pluses, so that's 13.
Go ahead and mark an improvement bubble, and then
God damn,
so
this guy's
as you,
gonna level up fast.
Yeah, hot
Yeah.
damn.
it's session to session, man. It always goes different, depending on what
Yeah.
you are.
I'm running good
So-
on everything but hot.
I know, right? That's his
So-
specialty.
KP runs forward with his knives, and the first 2 guys slashes them in their throat, and they kind of create like a Wonderful World of Color-esque fountain show
Yeah.
that is like running under, and it looks very magical. Like it looks beautiful as it's happening. It looks like it was all planned. He comes up on the guy who's at the end of the hall and slices upward, and the guy just kind of like opens up like a little filleted fish and like all of his turkey giblets kind of come out of him. And the fourth guy gets really scared and tries to run away, but you throw one of your knives with a lot of force, and it catches him in the back of the head and just goes straight through his head. And like the knife pins into the wall, like with like that ding.
Yes.
And he falls dead in front of you. The hallway is clear. You open the door to the stairs, and you are free.
Uh-oh.
Again,
Uh-oh.
Free?
please,
Free what? What do you mean free?
free.
Well, well, well.
We're free to what?
How the
We're free to what? Our daddy's
turntables.
left us. Free to what?
You know what occurred to me while he's gone? Arkansas?
What's that?
I don't know where Baby Bear is, and maybe they were in that room that we decided not to open, and now I'm getting a little worried.
No,
I wish
hey,
you had
hey,
brain
hey.
scanned the area to know where he is.
Hey, Mary. Hey, Mary.
Yeah.
Arkansas's got it under control.
Does
Arkansas already has his next move planned.
What if I lose Baby Bear?
he? Does he, Guts Boy?
I think, Miriam, that it might be time for you to calm down. Is that all right? Okay.
Oh no.
Whoop.
Fred, that's
Give me a
lazy.
second.
Meanwhile, KP.
All
That's
good.
okay.
Okay.
He disconnected. We're all
Welcome
good.
back.
Yeah. Are you guys is everything good?
Yep. I'm just worrying
Yep.
about
Yep.
Baby Bear, and we were waiting for you to return.
Just talking
Wonderful.
about being covered in blood.
So the stairwell is open and free. You can go to any floor you would like to.
I am going to implore Arkansas to please look for my Baby Bear. See if he's on the R floor, or if he's in the building, or anywhere, and I'm having a panic attack.
Just find the bear so we can leave. We
I
might
was-
also find our driver, who is another human being. Not to put humans above animals, but like
Arkansas understands the gravity of both these situations. Arkansas does not necessarily understand when Arkansas can do things. I thought that I was waiting for my turn. However, before we left this room, I would like to brain scan and see if we can find Baby Bear. I'm going to brain scan and just see what's going on with Baby Bear. If Baby Bear still has a living imprint, what information can I get about my friend Miriam Blackwell's pet, Baby Bear?
I don't think you can brain scan specifically yet, but you can roll.
Not
operate.
brain scan. I'm sorry. Yes, I'd like to tap into the psychic maelstrom. Is what I'm saying.
Roll weird.
All while this and you're debating, KP standing at the stairwell, just like, come on. We gotta go. I just want to get the fuck out of here.
KP, don't worry. There is a bear that needs finding. I've rolled an 8.
You open up your brain to the maelstrom, and let's see who you. You find that Baby Bear is somewhere on the 3rd floor, but you can't discern where, and you know that the driver is on the 2nd or 1st floor, but you don't really know where he is. But you are hearing screams from the 2nd. You're hearing a lot of screams from the 2nd floor right now.
And we are in the top floor of a how many floors building?
4.
4. Okay. Miri, I have something to tell you.
Yes.
Baby Bear is very much alive. I do not know what condition Baby Bear is in. I cannot speak to this, but I do know Baby Bear's location, which is 1 floor below where we are right now. So I think it would be prudent, if you wish to be reunited with your Ursine companion, that we might follow our friend KP, and you stop whining for a second about the bear. Does this sound good to you?
Yeah, it could have been said nicer, but yeah.
Miriam, I love you.
You don't mean
Just
that.
a charmer, aren't we?
You
Just
don't
an
mean that.
absolute
I
charmer.
read in a book that that's something you can say to people to make them shut up.
Can
All right.
we go down?
Let's follow KP.
Thank you.
Just one.
And I head down the stairwell.
So what do you guys do? Are you guys going to the third floor?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. You get to the third floor door. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna put my ear to the door first. Can I roll sharp to see if there's any sounds coming from the other side?
Yes.
Ho! 3. Snake eyes.
You can't hear anything.
It
Yeah.
does sound like wood.
You can't hear anything.
Does anybody else have better hearing than me
Jump
when
in
I
the
give it a
wall.
shot? Anybody want to listen in on this door over here?
Hef, if you wanted to, you could put your hand on the doorknob
Yes.
and you could roll things speak.
I was just looking at that. I was going to examine the door.
Mhm.
That's a 12 altogether, baby.
Hey.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So as you touch the door, you kind of see this image in your mind
Yep.
of 3 people with a drugged up bear
Oh.
going into fitting their way through the stairwell door to
Yeah.
take it into a room.
Yeah.
And there's one other person following with a gun ready drawn
Mhm.
that is looking out for the crew, not necessarily being aggro on the bear.
How many people in total? One more time. How many people are holding the bear? Who's got the gun?
3 people are holding the bear
One person
as
has a
if they're
gun.
going to take it into a room,
Mhm.
and one person is standing guard of those 3. And you heard the words, "Hey guys, we're having bear tonight."
Oh no.
Fuck.
So I relay this information to dear sweet Mimi as gently as I possibly can.
You're gonna do
We're gonna
something.
figure it
right?
out. We're gonna find the bear. It's gonna be just fine.
Bust
We're
down
gonna
that
go
door right
downstairs.
now. What are you doing?
Where are there other people just on the other side of the door? I imagine if I opened my brain to the door, I can see or hear what else is
You
happening on the other side of the
you
door.
saw what you saw. You saw what the door had to tell you.
And that's what happened at that door.
Yes, and you heard that there are going to be 3 people who are going to take the bear into the room for dinner
Mhm.
time,
Yep.
and that
And then
one
one
person who's
person
going
with
to
a
be
gun.
looking out for that group just in case any fuckery happened. Because there's a lot of hungry people who work in that building,
Yeah.
and they're not good at sharing.
Well, then let's start some fuckery. And I would like to open the door and start
Okay.
some fuckery.
Do the fuckery.
Roll cool.
Absolutely.
I got some chat suggestions I want to try on.
That's a 9.
You open the door, and you can see when you open the door that there's someone down the hall keeping guard
Mhm.
of another room.
Yep.
And as the door opens, it creaks just a little, and you can see they don't look at you, but you can tell that something caught their attention, at least minorly.
Hey, Pete, do you want to take a silencer shot at that guy? Or I have an unlimited gun that I can use. And supposedly this is the only armed guy that we have. The other 3 just have the bear. This guy's the only armed guy on this floor. Is that correct?
He's the only armed person you can see.
That's different.
It is the apocalypse. I would assume a lot of people are
A
armed.
lot of people have guns. KP, would you mind silent shooting that fella over there?
Jesus. It's risky.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah.
I also have knives.
Also true.
You do.
We could also go a non-violent route and try to trick them, because there are 3 of us, and as soon as one drops dead, the one with the gun might turn that gun immediately on the bear.
Okay, yeah, let me try to seduce them again. I'm gonna
Yeah.
But that
saunter
doesn't
down
necessarily
this
have to be
hallway.
doesn't have to necessarily be seduction. Consider the following. What if we went in undercover? We have to
Okay.
test our cool.
I mean, we're
We have
covered
to
in blood as it is. What do you mean?
people will think that we're just mutant, right? Or what's the word? Grotesques. We're going to think we're just grotesques.
And they're
And
gonna
perhaps
fire at us immediately.
now, my understanding is that many of these grotesques do not like sharing the meat. So sharing the meat might not necessarily be the way to go if we wanted to say, hey, can we take this bear for eating? Does anyone have any other ideas for what we might do to get this bear to safety?
Well, I was thinking maybe I could walk up to these gentlemen and I could be like, bear sounds super tasty. Do you have any to spare? And
Smart.
yeah, I'm gonna
Smart.
do that. I'm gonna walk down the hall. I'm gonna have a knife in hand though. I have knives. I have hidden knives all over my body. Okay.
Now,
Hmm?
does anyone else have any plan for what they might do? I think the point is we need to get close to them, because if we're shooting from a long range or doing something from a long range, it's only a matter of time, unless you can get a bullet that curves through all 4 of their heads, which would be a very impressive roll.
Well, the other people are on the other side of the door and supposedly aren't armed.
Ah,
You don't know, but it's probably safe to assume they are.
so we need to at least focus our attention primarily on the person who does have the gun. Is that right?
Yeah.
All right.
There's one person in the hallway that you can see
Okay.
Okay.
guarding a door.
What's your move, Mimi?
Yeah, I think I might pull in artful and gracious again and just hope I roll real well, because then I can do
Artful and gracious or hypnotic?
I have to be alone with somebody for hypnotic.
They're alone in the room.
Wait, so the one person in the hall. Oh, then cool. Then yeah, I'll do hypnotic. I'm gonna walk on up to them.
Can you act out your hypnotism, perhaps in a sexy dance, a la the movie Sucker Punch by Zack Snyder?
No. Well, the other thing I could do is do everything chat has suggested up until now, which I do want to address. Claire suggested I throw a dildo in the room for confusion.
Correct.
Narsa said do a backflip, and Danny said do a barrel roll.
These all sound like combat moves. Maybe this will be served better later on in the narrative.
Well, I think that's maybe just how I move into the room. So
I see what you're saying. Got you. Okay, I like that. I like that. I understand.
Yeah.
The way that a dildo moves itself down.
Those things might all be very hypnotizing.
Yeah.
I would be hypnotized.
So basically, yeah, I'm coming through the room and I'm doing some flips and I'm tossing a dildo like a baton and rolling through. Okay, yeah, so DC Pest is actually highlighted as message. Backflip, barrel roll, then throw your dildo. So I'm gonna backflip into the room, roll around on the floor. Not quite a barrel roll, but I'm gonna like sexily roll towards this man and then pull out the dildo and toss it at his feet. And then I look up at him. I'm still on the floor. I look up at him. And I say, hey, big boy. I heard you got some bear. Want to share? And then I'm going to roll for the hypnotic on that.
Roll hot.
Wait, it's not as bad as I thought it was. Because I do have +2 hot. So I got a 7. Which is... hold 2.
So you saunter over and you're doing your barrel rolls and your flips.
And you're
But
dildoing.
as you are trying to come to a rest in your sexy way, your foot kind of gets caught on the wall. And you're kind of like left in this weird position. And like the dildo is kind of like next to your, like just kind of next to your face. But then you say, hey, big boy, got some bear? And he says, yeah, I do. You have one hold over him, so you can tell him he can give you something you want, act as your eyes and ears, fight to protect you, or do something you tell him?
I think I'm going to have him fight to protect me. I'm going to be like, hold tight to that gun, big boy, because we're going to want it. We're about to commit a bear heist, baby.
Okay. He's down. You've convinced him. He's gonna fight for you, but you don't think the connection is as strong as it could have been, but you've convinced him for now. KP hasn't gone in a while. KP, what do you do?
All right, sorry. Set up the situation for me now here. So Mimi has entered the room where there is one guy with a gun.
Yep. Who is standing guard of another hotel room?
Who's standing guard of another hotel room. Okay.
Yeah, because you're in a hallway. So
We're in a
your
hallway.
stairwell-
He's next to the hallway. Okay, gotcha. Sorry, I
you
thought
were
you
standing guard
entered
of
a
the
room.
hotel room. And you know from Hef's vision with the door that there are 3 people that are about to bear down on some bear
Right.
behind the door that was being guarded. Mimi has just rolled in and seduced this man just enough that he's like, yeah, I'll eat some bear with this lady.
I get it.
I mean, you know, if Mimi wants to use him, I'm gonna let her use him, and then just kind of be sticking back for backup as we all enter this room when we're ready.
Oh, we want to let him
So-
tank it? I mean, I guess they probably trust him in the room, right? So,
Yeah,
absolutely.
yeah. So, I'm
I
gonna
mean, so
hook arms with him. And I'm going to ask him to open the door. So we're going in together as a couple.
Okay. Okay. You guys open the door and he leads, and the guys are like, "Hey, man, you were supposed to guard," and he says, "Change of plans," and he opens fire on his old teammates, and he shoots one of them in the head. Head explodes, and the other 2 guys have their guns drawn and they're about to fire at him. And that's where we're at.
So his gun went off.
Where are
His gun-
Hef
he
and I?
killed
We're
one guy. There are 2 people in the room that are focusing on him right now. Miriam is arm in arm with this guy as she's at least next to him as he's killed one person and about to aim towards his other people.
So there's 2 left. He killed one person. There's 2 left. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I would like to ask. So, where are Hef and I still outside of the room? We're like in the doorway ish, or where are we?
You guys are in. You guys are close to the stairway in the hallway.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
We let her just go by herself, and we've been chilling.
So KP and Miriam are close to the action. Hef and I are in the same place outside of the action. We can see everything though.
You can see what Miriam's doing, and you can hear what's happened.
Are these fellows backs to us, or would they be able to see us if we entered the room?
They are you. They would see you because they're standing in the doorway.
Okay.
So they would see you, but they're aimed at their old compadre.
Got it. I have my move if I can go.
Go for it.
I would like to enter the room. I would like to enter the room stealthily in order that I may get up to one of the people holding the guns and touch them on the elbow with my gloves.
Roll cool and then roll
Mhm.
weird.
Roll cool, roll weird. So my cool has come out too. My cool is 8. My weird is also 8. I have 6 plus 2 or 7 plus 1. Yeah.
As you try to slide in between the action, you accidentally put your hand on the guy who is already helping Miriam.
Okay.
And because you have your brainer gloves on, you guys kind of go into the maelstrom together.
Mm-hmm.
And he's sitting in a chair, and you're standing in front of him. and he says, "I'll do one thing you tell me, Dad."
Now, this is the person that Miriam already seduced who was going to help us protect the bear anyway.
Yes, but you can tell him to do something specific if you'd like.
And he is in a standoff with 2 other people. Is that correct?
Yes.
Son? In an act of utter confusion, I want you to protect this bear with everything you've got, right? This bear is everything. And I don't mean guard it with your life. I mean your life is the least valuable resource you have to guard this bear with. This bear is the most important thing in your life. It would be easy to shoot them. It would be easy to shoot one of them and then the other one would shoot you. I want you to do neither. I want you to turn that gun, put it in your mouth, and pull the trigger to confuse them. And in a moment, I hope that my teammates act fast. Sir, kill yourself.
And then all of a sudden you snap out of the maelstrom, and the guy with tears in his eyes says, "Yes, Papa." And he puts the gun into his mouth, and he blows the trigger, and it's
As
just
planned.
the back of his head opens up
Mm-hmm.
and reveals all of his inner thoughts and secrets to the world, but only for a second because they find themselves covered on the wall. Both of
You're
the
welcome.
guys who are aiming at him are like, "What?"
Oh.
And then, so that is where we stand. If KP or Hef would like to jump in, you may.
Well, since we already had that gun go off, I have unlimited gun, and I would like to shoot whoever is closest to me, just to end it.
Roll hard.
Roll hard?
Hold on, whoever is closest. What do you mean? You mean?
It's me.
It's a 9. I rolled a 9.
You rolled a 9?
I did.
You shoot one of the guys straight central mass in the chest.
Nice.
He's not dead, but he's been blown back against the wall, and he's out of the fight for a second.
Cool.
But not dead.
That's fine.
KP, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna move in and shoot the last guy that's standing.
With the Magnum?
Yeah, with the Magnum. Yeah, not with the grenade launcher. That's a 9.
You do the same thing. You shoot him in the chest, central mass, but because you have that Magnum that does crazy damage, all of a sudden a hole opens up right where his heart should have been, and there's like you can see daylight in between the wall and yourself through him.
Nice.
And he slumps over to the side next to the bear, and the bear starts to kind of snack on his cheek.
Aw, baby
what
bear.
a cute baby
Just a
bear.
baby.
So
Baby
Miriam?
bear's on the bed. Yes.
You are able to make a move for yourself and your bear.
Everybody's dead though, yeah?
There's still one
No,
guy
one
who's
person's
bleeding
still
out.
alive,
Oh, cool.
but barely.
Cool.
He-
I am gonna pull out one of my hidden knives and try to stab this gentleman in the back. And at the same time, I'd like my bear to lunge for his throat.
Hard twice.
Whoo, nice. I got an 11 on my hard, which is also an improvement bubble, if I understand correctly.
There
Today.
you go.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, wait,
Do
no.
I
It's
have
10,
one?
because I have -1 hard. But 10. Do I roll separately hard for my bear?
Yes.
His is just the same stats as mine?
Bear has 0.
Okay. He got a 10 too.
Hold on,
You
just
don't
one.
mark an improvement bubble for your bear, but you go to stab the dude, like in the neck, and then at the same time that happens, your bear rushes forward, and with one swipe of his claw, rips the dude's face right off.
nice.
So the guy has no face, with a knife in his neck, and before he can let out a scream, you gently put your hand, like your fist, in his mouth, and you go, No. And he
No.
slumped over and he's dead.
Aw. I'm gonna give him a kiss on the forehead too as he dies.
That's very nice, Miriam.
That's very nice.
During this kerfuffle, nobody's heard anything. And yes, so you guys are in a room full of dead people, near where the stairs were. And what do you guys want to do?
Let
well, we got the
KP
bed.
let
Let's get out of
KP
here now, right?
Yeah, let KP go first. I need to go step 1 second. I'm listening though. I can still hear you.
I also just want to clarify.
Okay.
Does my bear have his own separate set of improvement bubbles too? Because he just rolled a 10. No. Okay. Yeah, I guess there's not stats for him. He's just too hard. All right, I'm down.
I
Cool.
rolled like an 11 earlier. Did I do that correctly?
You
Did you
did
roll an 11?
roll weird.
Right.
Yeah, the
Right.
highlighted stats are hard and hot,
Hard.
so it's only if you roll 10 on hard or
see.
hot.
I see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I rolled a 10 and an 11 earlier, but they were on cool and sharp, and I was like, lame.
It just doesn't even that.
Yeah.
It's just weird.
Fuck it.
I
Well, you guys
think
can talk
Max
about
was
what you guys
leaving it
want
up
to
to
do
me.
next.
What?
You guys can talk about what you want to do next. No one's coming at you for the time being.
Well, all right now. I mean, we got the bear, so now let's get the fuck out, right?
Yeah, I think we should just
Yeah.
leave. Skedaddle out of here.
What
Walk
about
on
our
down the
driver? Let's pop on down to the next floor and see if we can find him.
I love how
I
much
don't
you
even
care about
remember
him.
his
Huff.
name.
Yeah, I just know him
Yeah.
as the driver, but I do love that you care.
Yeah, I only know him as the driver too, but like, God, the
Mhm.
suffering.
Um,
You seen this fucking place?
Well, if you think you can know
Everyone-
where he might be, then I guess we can go get
Everyone-
him. But I'd rather just GTFO.
everyone roll 2d6.
9.
Okay.
God, I need to stop dropping my die. God fucking damn.
That's a 5.
6.
What'd you
9.
roll?
I rolled a 6.
Um, Hef
Yeah.
knows the driver pretty well. His name is Lil Pop, and
Aw.
you've worked on his vehicle before in your garage.
That's
Well,
why.
Pop. Oh.
He is not just a nameless driver. His name is Lil Pop.
Lil Pop.
Lil Pop.
Lil Pop.
Come on, camera. There we go.
I call him that because he has so much trouble with his tires.
Because his
Aw.
side ends pop like balloons.
Pop.
Okay, so do we know where he is in the building?
Second floor seemed the most likely, since there was screaming coming from there.
We're on 3 right now,
Yeah.
so
Yeah, the last thing that Arkansas Clavicle heard when he rolled a 9 was that he knew where the bear was and that he heard screams coming from the second floor, but he couldn't tell what they were.
right.
Well, we're heading that way anyway. So,
All right, Hef. Listen, just because you like this driver, you know him.
I don't have anything for him. I just
A
value
personal
I know.
human life.
connection.
That's fine. That's fine.
Value
We'll go and get you.
human
We'll
life.
go and get your friend.
I
But for
love
you,
Little Pop.
I happen to like him very much. He pays very well. Also, we're going down to the second floor anyway.
And
Yeah,
also,
fine.
just because you guys have lived in the area long enough, you would know this. You're at Hollywood and Vine, and you're going to be trying to get to North Hollywood.
Oof. Fuck.
So we
All the
do
way
need a
up to
driver.
the
We need a
hills, huh?
driver. How are we gonna get
So
home?
we need the driver.
is the traffic though, because that's what makes the difference. So
Is there a working subway system?
I doubt it.
Or is that still planned for 10 years from whatever year it is?
That is currently in the plans. The improvement plans of,
God damn it.
Of our world. But
I mean, we could take the old red tunnels.
Garcetti the 10th is planning to build a red line that works.
Oh man, these are some local topical jokes.
You could take the tunnels, but you do know from lore around you that they're very dangerous.
Yeah.
Ooh, I like that.
And at certain points.
I'm not gonna. Let's find Little Pop. Let's go downstairs. We got our bear. Let's go find the other person, and then we can fucking go.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Let's get out of here.
Uh,
I'm sick of this
let's
third
go.
floor.
Do you guys want to go to the second floor or the first floor?
Let's try the second floor.
Well, wait. What? Hold on. Yeah, we didn't know where Lil Plop was, right? We heard his voice coming from somewhere, first or second. Am I correct?
You
Yeah.
heard screams coming from the second floor, but you couldn't tell what they were.
Got it. And we think that. And where did we see Lil Plop was? Because I know that Baby Bear was on the third floor.
You haven't seen where he is yet, but you know that he's in the building.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's one of the two. So we should be thorough and go for the second, right?
Yes.
Cool.
Sounds good.
So you go down the stairway into the second floor.
Can I
And there's
can I investigate that door real quick, as I did
Sure.
with the previous one? See if we got
Absolutely.
anything going on down here. That's 9 altogether.
As you touch the door and handle, you're taken and you see a similar vision you did before, but it's not as clear. What you do know about the door is that many people have gone in that way and have never come back out.
All men enter, no man out.
But you cannot tell if Little Pop has or has not been one of those people.
On behalf of Claire in chat, she wants to know if they were sexy screams. Like maybe he's actually just having a really good time down there, getting fucked by some grotesques.
It's hard to tell. The
hard to
maelstrom is all over the place.
Yeah, hard to tell.
And when you're as in touch with the world as I am, sex and pain are kind of the same thing.
Fucking
You
Christ.
ever watch a show called Criminal Minds? You ever resonate with a character played by Matthew McConaughey?
I don't have a
I don't-
TV, but if I did have a TV, I would only use it to watch reruns of Hey Arnold, which is
Don't
a
sleep on
3,000-year-old show.
me. Right.
At this point,
So
probably.
let's take a peek, huh? Let's just take a quick little eye peek onto the second floor. Eyes and ears. And if we don't hear anything we recognize, just go to the first floor.
Roll sharp.
May I roll sharp as well while peeking?
Why would we? Okay.
8.
You don't hear anything except for some like gnarly kind of snarls, and that's about it.
Human?
Probably. I mean, you would classify it as subhuman sounding.
Hef rolled higher than me, so I didn't hear anything more than that.
Well,
Okay.
Hold
but
on,
it's
this-
inconclusive if you hear humans or not.
What are you hearing, Hef? What? Can you imitate the inhuman noises that you're hearing, Hef?
can I? Is it something that I would be able to reproduce?
I think so.
Is it
Human vocal cords are making those noises, but
Oh,
you don't.
what's it sound like?
that's the closest I can get to it.
Oh, you
Wow.
totally cut out, so I didn't even hear
It
it.
just
Nah,
didn't even
it's all right.
register to
No.
me.
That's all right.
I know, but the silence is also really fun too because
The
it's like,
brainer heard it. The brainer heard it.
Are you doing the weird fucking telepathic shit
Yeah.
again?
No, I'm croaking.
this dumb bitch.
It's unpleasant. It's an unpleasant sound.
You really
They're
have
doing the-
brain
They're
things.
doing a Dahlia woo in there, you might say.
Shit. I can't do it.
They're trying to educate me on sex. I
All right,
don't
let's
know
go.
what to do.
Come on, let's go. Let's go.
Oh,
Let's go.
no.
Yeah, let's just go walk on down the stairs. I'm really good
Let's get on down that hallway and into the second floor.
All right. So as you go into the second floor, you come to an empty hallway that's smaller than the last two, and there are two doors. One that goes outside, and one that goes outside to a courtyard, and one that goes inside.
Wait, it's on the second floor and it goes onto a courtyard?
Yes.
Oh shit.
Wait.
So is the first floor a basement level?
First floor is ground level.
So it'd be more like a balcony kind of area,
Oh,
just
yeah.
like an open
It's
area.
kind of like it's like a courtyard.
Yeah, like an
just-
atrium.
Yeah, you Clavicle would have known this. If you've ever been to the Redbury Hotel back when it was operational, it was famous for a lounge that was called the Library. That was an indoor-outdoor lounge.
Got you.
Mhm.
Okay. So it's just me. Never
Love that.
haven't been there.
Nope, love that idea. Can we hear where are the screams coming from one of those doors?
Yes.
Can we tell which one?
No.
How many
We can
times
tell
a
one of them's
day?
a courtyard. Okay.
How many times a day can I use this ability that I have, this thing speak ability? Or is that just kind of?
I would say if anybody else wants to make a move first,
Yeah.
we'll allow them to, but you can use it again in a second if nobody else wants to make a move.
Yeah.
Lay out what we're doing exactly. So Hef just listened in, and
Yep.
they
Yep.
found what? They found some
Heard
screaming, but we're not sure why.
Subhuman
screaming.
noises.
Yep.
Noises that sound like they could come from humans, but they don't sound like normal human noises. And you guys have come to a hallway where there's a door that leads to another inside area, but then there's also a door made of glass that goes outside.
And we are on the second floor now, or the third floor still?
Second floor.
Okay. So there's a door leading where there's a glass door leads outside, and we don't know where the other door leads.
Yes.
And there's no way to tell that without opening the door using our sharp. Is that the door from which the subhuman noises were heard?
You can't tell.
We're not sure.
We're not sure. Okay. Well, let me see what I can do for us here. Miriam, okay, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to tap into something real quick, if I can give us a minute. I don't really know what to do next. I'm torn, and sometimes when I'm torn, I tap into this psychic force that's like a feed of text coming through some strangers. And I look at this text that on it's I get a little twitch when I look, and I try to see the chat that seems to always be happening in my head and see if perhaps they can give me some guidance on what to do next. What might I do next if I have a glass door here? We know that our driver, whom we are trying to rescue, is around somewhere. We have an opaque door here, a glass door here. Glass door leads to outside. Opaque door we don't know. Subhuman screams are coming from somewhere. I'm a psychic. That might help to know. I can kind of tap into things. So maybe I could scan the room, but maybe I just fucking brute forth. Here's one suggestion. I'm all out of faith. This is how I feel. I'm cold and I am shamed, lying naked on the floor. Illusion never changed into something real. I'm wide awake and I can see the perfect sky is torn.
Can I see through the glass door?
That's a good question.
Charles actually just says
let's
do a
see.
backflip.
Do a backflip. Okay, that's one thing. All right, I'm gonna take that suggestion and let's give it like a few more seconds to see if anyone has a real suggestion. Otherwise, I'm going to do a version of the backflip. Go ahead, Hef.
Can I see through the glass door?
Roll sharp.
You just check.
It's an 11.
Ooh.
Damn.
11.
Damn.
11.
Have to be rolling good.
Through the blood and the grime that is on the door, or that is on the door, you can see outside, and it is it looks like there's spotlights. There are two different doors. One that leads to an area that it looks like it's connected to the door you're not sure about, and then one that's on the other side of the courtyard.
So this is potentially the arena we were talking about earlier.
That would be bad for us.
It would be.
But
And,
the opaque door could be a green room area in which we could manage a prize fighter and make a side career. So who knows?
I just want to get out of the building.
All right. Well, it's my turn, and guess what I've just gone and done?
What have you gone and done? The backflip?
I've convinced, using my HX, I've convinced KP to kick open the opaque door for us and go be the first to go. I'm gonna roll, and I have rolled a 10. KP, come here.
Yeah.
You are like the toughest, coolest guy amongst us,
All right.
and I
Yeah,
feel like
keep it coming.
I feel like whatever's on the other side of that door,
Uh-huh.
you could kick through it, and even if there was a big grotesque waiting on the other side, I feel
Right.
like the door would fly off the hinges and straight into their dick. Do you know what I'm
That-
saying?
I
Because that's how
do.
tough
Yeah,
you
that
are.
does sound
That's how
good.
tough you are. So I think, and also, you know what? I fucking hate wood. I wish that wood wasn't hung up anymore. How far into the present year are we? And we have wood on walls? That's stupid. We should have metal doors. This door is going down, and I want you to kick it open. I think you should roll, because I just rolled a 10, so I'm assuming I can convince you. I think you should roll for whatever Sleez says you need to roll for to get that door open. Go ahead.
I don't think you even need to, roll to convince me. That's pretty good. I'm down.
Don't we
Fuck
need
it.
to
Let's do
roll
it.
to know your effectiveness in kicking open and what happens?
We will.
Because,
Yeah.
because you rolled so high, KP is very influenced. And because you rolled so high, though, the next roll he takes, he'll have +1 forward, plus whatever the stat is. And you don't need to roll to open the door.
Let's get that fucking door open, folks.
All right, I'm kicking that door in.
Kick it.
You kick in the door, and standing there are two gangly-looking humanoid creatures that are sort of like malformed and long and slender with these long, slendery hands, and they appear to be blind. And from feelings that you've had before, there's a weird darkness in the room that's the same kind of darkness that you feel around Arkansas Clavicle.
Oh, great.
And you can do whatever. You have one roll to do whatever you feel like you need to do, and you get +1 forward to that roll.
I mean, I'm gonna shoot each of the creatures in the head.
There you go.
What would you like to use to do that? Bear in mind, you still do have your
Oh.
grenade launcher and no one else is in the room.
Fuck yeah, you're right. And I'm hyped. I'm pumped. And I've been wanting to let one fly.
Well,
Fuck
how expensive
it.
are those grenades? I mean,
Happy Valentine.
Yeah. Grenade launcher. Boom, boom. Back from the doorway, and I'm gonna fire one in, aiming for sort of between the two creatures.
Two fooms, foom foom.
Boom,
Yeah,
boom.
you load it and then you bring the barrel up.
Babe.
I'm good with foom foom. Roll hard +1, or +1 to what your heart is. Yeah.
Right. Oh fuck yes. Oh baby.
Baby.
That is a 10 plus 2 hard, making it a 12 plus the 1 a 13.
Mark an improvement bubble. And so you fire in the two grenades, and they both happen to land in these creatures' mouths,
Nice.
and they look at each other and touch hands, because that's how they communicate with each other, because they're connected to the maelstrom. And they both know that the end is nigh. And both of their heads explode, and they go everywhere except for you somehow, which is weird. There's like, it goes everywhere on the wall and everything, and they cease to be.
Hell yeah.
In the room, you notice that there is a double glass door that goes into the area that you presume to be the arena, and then there is another opaque door with a bunch of scratches on it that leads somewhere you can't see. Again, being in a building that is sort of horseshoe shaped.
Okay.
Has anyone else noticed an excess of doors in this building? I feel like there's a lot of doors going on.
there's a lot of doors in every building.
You
It
gotta
used to
have
be a
you,
hotel, so there's a lot
it
of
used to be
Ah.
a hotel.
This one is surprisingly intact compared to most of the other buildings.
Hmm.
Yeah.
hence why it's being occupied.
Yeah.
Hey, I want to feel up that door.
I want to see if there's any
Alright.
grotesques having sex around here.
You do
What?
you do your weird thing with doors and handles and shit.
I
Yeah.
read a book once called The History of Doors by Graham Chu Sartunian, an
Yes, you
Armenian
do.
scholar. And I have nothing more to add. I kind of zoned out while I was reading it. It was very boring.
And that was inaccurate to KP's perception of what you were attempting to speak, and then he heard because mostly because KP is just fired 2 grenades and he's like just buzzed out as hell from blowing up 2 creatures.
I'm gonna speak to the door, the opaque one with the scratches on it. I feel like that one has a lot to say.
Talk to
Mm.
Roll
him.
weird.
I rolled 8.
You rolled 8 total.
Yes.
You touch the door, and kind of like the last time you touched the door, you see a vision, but it's a little fuzzy.
Yeah.
But the message that you get is that there is a lot of life on the other side of that door.
Ooh.
You can't tell what kind of life it is, but there is
Okay.
a lot of life on that side of the door.
I don't think we should open this door.
Yeah, maybe we just keep walking. There's a lot of scratches on it. I don't know how I feel about that. That's
Seems
A life,
simple
though.
and-
Life doesn't necessarily mean bad.
Can Baby
Yeah.
Bear smell anything? Can he roll a sharp check?
Ooh.
Baby
Bring in
Bear
the
can
baby
roll
boy.
+1 sharp.
Did you hear that? Baby Bear
Mhm.
+1 sharp.
Baby Bear rolled a 10 on sharp.
Ooh.
Oh, smart boy.
Baby Bear sniffs into the air and then comes to your leg and whimpers and goes,
Let's listen to Baby
That's-
Bear. I trust him with all of my heart.
Baby,
I trust
That
the bear.
bear-
out into the other room. Yeah.
That bear is a known coward. I say we go in that room.
You
That bear ripped somebody's face off earlier.
soft.
Well,
That bear couldn't even defend its own mother against Miriam's dad. So what now?
Trinarsa in
You
chat
weird.
suggests try knocking. Should we knock?
Honestly,
Oh yeah. Hello,
yes.
monsters. Are you in there?
I don't know.
That sounds fucking perfect.
All right, we just
It's your turn, Miriam. It's up to you.
okay. Well, the driver might be in there though, right? That's the thing.
You know, I
You
like
don't
Will
know yet.
Pop,
I'm
You
pretty
don't
sure
know
like
yet.
Will
pieces
Pop,
of him are
but
everywhere.
not enough. I don't like him
What?
enough to do this.
From what Baby Bear is sniffing, if he is in there, it's not good.
Yeah,
Okay,
It
let's
seems-
cut our losses
Guys,
on Little
guys,
Pop. We
guys.
don't like him enough.
it's a bad
Real quick.
form.
As a brainer, I'm getting this psychic sense that perhaps we shouldn't go in that door. I don't know what it is, but there's a
No.
lot of discouraging tones coming from
It's,
that side of the door.
It's really psychic in here. Let's move
Mhm.
on.
Let's go.
Okay.
Let's
Yeah.
do the first floor.
First floor.
Does the first floor
Yeah.
sound good? Yeah.
I'm
We're gonna
down
go to the
getting
first
fucking-
floor.
I love
MP.
steps.
Are you guys going to the first floor?
Yes, we
Yeah.
are.
Yes, please.
You guys leave the second floor and go down the stairs to the first floor.
Yes.
And you're at the ground floor now. There are no more stairs below you.
Mhm.
And you're at a closed door once again to go into the main foyer.
I see. Can we hear
So-
anything?
So we're on the lobby floor now, is that right?
Yes.
Yes. You could roll sharp or whatever you guys wanted to roll.
Yep, I'm gonna look around.
Sure.
Take a little peek-see do.
Read the sitch.
Mm-hmm. I rolled a solid 5. I don't really see anything, hear anything. Seems good to me. Let's keep going.
We are in a room.
You open the door and everyone hears
Uh-oh.
followed by a couple cackles, followed by Hef roll sharp.
Okay.
Oh, that's gonna hurt me because it's all a 4. 4.
Followed by screams that you can't discern specifically. But you hear and you hear, and then as you open the door, it creaks very loudly. Like it's like, and then you hear a voice say, "Yes, my darlings, do come in."
I think we should come in. Someone told us to, and they said darling.
Yeah,
It's a real human voice.
Yeah, I'm gonna have Baby Bear stay outside for a second, and I'm gonna try to like walk in on my own, like I have every time before.
Yeah, I'll take a peek in. The indiscernible screaming wasn't mine because I rolled a 4.
No, you heard screams, but you had no idea what they were.
Okay, that's good. Just as long as they weren't mine, because I was under the impression that I had just fucking died. So I'll take a quick peek through the door.
Yeah, I
What
mean,
do I
I'd
see?
like to just slip in and talk to this voice. Was it a female voice?
You can't tell.
I
can't
love
tell.
that about them.
Mm-hmm.
I love that about them already.
I
Love that
love
thing.
that they called me darling. That's a turn on for me.
I just like that it's a human voice.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So let's take a peek inside.
Oh, I'm gonna be like, oh, it's me, your darling. As I walk in,
I'm gonna be like,
So-
I have infinite gun. I have an infinite gun.
They
I
have an
love that
infinite
that
gun.
is your,
Okay.
your tag of
who would-
infinite gun.
Who would like to enter the door first between Miriam and Hef?
I think I will.
Yeah,
Hef,
go ahead.
I want you
I'm
kind of
right
like
behind.
right behind. Yeah, I'm gonna be like,
Right
oh,
behind.
So Miriam, what are you trying to do?
well, as always, I'm gonna take some long, slow, sexy strides. Maybe do like a casual acrobatic backflip towards them as well. And nobody else is in the room from what I can see, yes? Or is it just them? Or can I do a sharp look around the room, or?
Yeah, you can roll sharp if you want.
If I want. But that's just as I'm approaching them. This is before I actually take any action. I just want to observe the room.
Yeah.
5, I assume I don't see anything.
Your vision's obscured by equipment.
Okay,
Oh.
cool. But I do see this person in front of me.
You see your vision's totally obscured by equipment. You can't see anything.
Okay, well then I'm gonna
what-
call out from this spooky, scary, loud place. Can't see anything, and I'm gonna be like, "Hello, I need some help. It's me, your darling," and give a few kissing noises, like, "Come here, baby."
So you're rolling. So you're just kind of rolling to seduce.
Yeah, it's yeah, pretty much just to like get them in.
Okay.
Pay attention to me, essentially.
Sure.
I rolled a 10. That's for hot though, right? So I get an improvement on that?
Yep. The voice says, "Oh yes, honey, please do come in."
Ooh, I take a few steps closer.
As you walk in, you see someone dressed in full medical garb with their face obscured, classic surgeon's hat, holding a bone saw. In a chair that he is right next to, there is a young gentleman, about 5'6", of ambiguous descent. Not much of a looker, but doesn't have a scary face either, for now. Stern, trusting eyes, and strong, knowing hands. Wearing a Yankees jersey, number 3, the Jeets, and leather pants.
Get him, Jeets.
He is currently strapped to a chair, and there are 2 mutant-looking kind of things that are looking at you and snarling, but staying where they are for the moment.
I see his tiny stature and I'm like, oh my god, you're so adorable. Like I just immediately kind of like lose my cool a little bit. And I'm like,
I see his trusting eyes and his
the person who's in the chair looks towards you with surprise, a little bit of annoyance, and but with a little bit happy to see someone they recognize.
Is that little Pop?
Is this little pot?
This must be Lil Pop.
You recognize that to be the driver who got you there. Yes, little.
Oh,
It's my little
I'm like, oh my
man!
god, little Pop, what's happening? How are you?
His mouth is bound, and there is a bone saw close to his face. And so he doesn't do much. The person sitting there goes, "My honey, I've been waiting for you to come. Please, come closer."
Yeah, so I first address the driver, little Pop. I say, oh, it's okay, take your time. I understand you're a little tied up right now. And then I do come closer to the voice that is calling to me.
As he comes, he reaches out his hand to take yours, and he gives it a little kiss as you walk up, like a little gentleman's kiss.
Can I see
Yeah.
this?
On
What does
your
he
hand.
look like? What does this guy look like?
Looks obscured by medical gear
Mm.
with like a surgeon's mask and a
Okay, right,
surgeon's
okay.
hat,
So he's just
wearing glasses, sort of like our friend Arkansas, but a little more unhinged. And
There's
he
nobody.
kisses-
There's nobody but
unhinged?
me. There's nobody like me but me, my friend.
right.
So he
but
just-
there are people. He's not. But Arkansas is not the only person who's ever found medical gear. So there's another person wearing surgical stuff, but he kisses your hand and he's distracted by you. Hef, what would you like to do?
Take a quick deep breath because my boy little Pop is strapped to a chair. Is he flanked by these two gruesome grotesqueries?
They are. It is you in the doorway.
Yeah.
So you in the doorway.
Yep.
Little Pop in the chair. The
Yep.
doctor behind him,
Okay.
kissing Miriam's hand, and then
Okay.
the mutant things on the other side of Little Pop.
Okay. I see. How big are these fellas? Are they similar to the ones that we ran into earlier?
They look like they used to be guards that work there, but they are little mutiny.
The big boys then? Large fellas?
They're good size. They're
Okay.
good size. But they look like humans acting like dogs.
Oh, that's so terribly sad. This doctor's pretty distracted by Mimi,
For the moment, yes.
and Bonesaw is no longer near Little Pop's face.
Bonesaw is pretty close to his face still, but
Damn.
it's like his hands like is not paying attention to what his Bonesaw hand is doing because he's kissing over here.
I see. Well, I hope. Oh gosh. My first instinct is to take out these bigger fellas, just because I don't like the looks of them.
So what would you like to do?
Is there any way, Mimi, can I communicate to you in some way that I need you to hold on to that guy while I shoot these other fellas in the head, or is that just kind of a given?
Well, as I'm attempting to make, like, he's kissing my hand, I'm making eye contact with him. I can pull him into a hypnotic like distraction.
You can roll HX and then roll hard.
So Hef would roll HX and hard.
Yes. You'd roll
Okay.
HX to kind of give like an unspoken like help or
Okay.
like do what you need to do right now. Nod. And
Okay.
you'd roll hard to attack the mutants if that's what I understand you're doing.
Yes, that's pretty much that's what I'm wanting to do.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's an HX roll. And that's 4 plus 4, that's 8. And I think with Mimi I have a -1. But that's still a 7.
Okay. Mimi understands inherently that there needs to be a distraction.
Yeah.
And she's doing a good job. She does an okay job for now that you have the time to get off a shot on the mutants if you need.
Okay. I will do the one that's closest to Lil Pop in the chair.
Okay. Roll hard.
3.
You just shot little Pop.
No!
Your little Pop right in the shoulder. Ah! And then he just so you just shot little Pop in the chair. But now the mutants know that you're there, and they're coming. They're primed to come towards you, and they're about to jump.
Okay.
And the doctor is no longer looking at Mimi and is realizing that there is more than just memes in the room, and that there's some shit that's happening.
Memes is the best nickname for you.
All right, whoever else wants to try and fuck up this situation more.
I'm here.
KP, if you'd like to go, or Arkansas, whoever'd like to go first.
Arkansas will go.
Go for it.
Explain everything that's in front of me real quick. We have someone who's dressed like me. Am I to understand that correctly?
They're not dressed like you, but they're wearing medical garb in a similar style that you are.
And they're standing over Lil Pop.
They're standing over Lil Pop. They were entranced by Mimi,
Mhm.
but they recognize that there's some shit going on. There's a bone saw in that person's hand. Lil Pop just got shot and is bleeding
Mhm.
everywhere.
Mhm.
And there's 2 mutants that are about to jump towards Hef.
I'm not happy with anything I'm seeing right now.
Understandable.
There's someone dressed like me. There's
Sure.
someone entranced with Mimi.
Uh-huh.
There's a lot of things I don't like, and I'm getting a little angry, and I think it's about time for me to use my pain wave projector.
Oh my god.
Everyone but me takes damage right
No,
now.
you have to roll weird, bro.
Oh, we're rolling it, bitch. We are rolling it.
We're going full yandere today.
I'm still in the hallway. I'm just gonna
I rolled
make sure that
8. I rolled 8 plus 2. I have 10 on my pain wave projector. I am fucking furious right now.
So you throw your pain wave projector right into the middle of the room,
Mm-hmm.
and if no one's seen it go off before, it kind of stays there for a moment. Everyone goes, huh? And then all of a sudden there's this explosion of maelstrom static where everyone's ears start screaming. Everyone's eyes go pure white. Mimi and Hef both take 1 thing of damage.
We do.
one harm.
KP, because he's not in the room, and it wasn't looking yet and was kind of in the hallway, nothing happens to KP.
Good on ya.
Good on ya. But yeah, everyone takes a thing of harm.
Including the mutants, including Lil Pop,
And they
including
are
the motherfucker who jacked my style.
True. Everyone's hurt in the room.
Everyone's mad, but let's also think about this. The people who were coming at Hef, the 2 people who were coming at Hef just got.
True. They're all stunned right now.
Okay.
KP, what do you do?
Hold on. Can I just say real quick? I feel better. I let that out. I'm gonna go back to green. I'm feeling okay.
Good. That's your measure.
Mm-hmm.
Your measure of
All right.
how okay you are. I love
Go
it.
ahead. I'm back on the team.
All right. I'd imagine. I heard all that noise. Yeah. Although it didn't affect me, physically per se. I know shit just popped off in there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna rush in. With the silenced magnum, and assuming I'm gonna be able to see and sense the situation, as to what's going on.
You're the last one in. You're pretty sure what's going on.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and take out the 2 mutants, as
two
they
mutants?
seem the most. Yeah, they seem the most probably harmful to our little pop there. Yeah.
Go for it. Go ahead and shoot both the mutants if you can.
I can. That's a 10.
You take your magnum and just pow, pow. It sails right past Lil Pop's face both times. He kind of sees it in bullet time, just like shh. Almost like it kisses his eyelid, but it goes like right
Nice.
past. And both of the mutants' heads explode.
And I've got my gun then immediately next on the not Arkansas.
Yeah.
Whoa. But can I?
Because I was gonna say, because you rolled so high and you took everyone by surprise, you can do one more hard roll to see if you could do damage to the Mad Doctor.
Yeah, but I'm gonna incapacitate him. Shoulder shot.
Okay.
Yeah, I want to know what he's about.
Yeah.
What's this gentleman here for?
Good. You have to roll hard one more time though.
Yeah. That's 7 plus 2. That's a 9.
You go to shoot him in the shoulder, but it actually hits him in the throat,
Fuck.
and he starts bleeding everywhere. And he's kind of stumbling around, and his bone saw is going everywhere right now.
It's is that you mean by bone saw? Do you mean an electric like bone
Yeah.
cutter?
Oh,
Right. Okay. Not a hand saw.
I was thinking. Okay.
electric
Okay.
No, it's a
saw.
circular bone saw.
Well,
That makes
fuck.
sense.
Mimi, roll cool.
Oh God, because it's right next to me. You fucked me, KP.
I shot my friend.
You shot your friend, man.
I did. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, we're hopefully gonna
6
get this
uncool.
Oh no.
As that's happening, the bone saw cuts you just straight across the face, rendering you blind for right now. Take
Oh my
three
gosh.
Take 3 damage. Because the bone saw is armor piercing.
Yeah, that makes sense.
You asshole. KP.
I should have tried to shoot the. I should have shot the fucking bone saw out of his hand. That would have been smarter. Still would have botched it, but.
So Miriam, you should have actually one of the little pie pieces filled right now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So Miriam falls to the ground sobbing. She's out of commission for the time being.
Oh dear.
Well,
What would you like to do?
do we want to waste our time with Science Boy? Because otherwise, I gotta free my boy Little Pop.
Go ahead.
Okay, I'm gonna go see to Lil Pop, and I don't have any medical equipment as far as I'm aware, but
I do, so I'm gonna.
I was about to say I can at least put pressure on the wound.
The
You're gonna
Mad
heal Little
Doctor is
Pop?
currently on the ground next to Mimi, screaming and flailing still. So Mimi's not necessarily out of danger right
Okay, then first I will grab Mimi by her dainty little ankles and drag her away from the dying doctor on the floor.
Roll cool.
Oh, okay, great. That's a 10.
Okay, cool. You
Yeah.
pull Mimi by her dainty little ankles, and you pull with enough strength and grace that you pull her out of the way, and she kind of just slides and hits a wall, but to no extra damage, but she is clear out of the way.
There we go.
And you can do one more roll if you'd like to do something.
What kind of chair is Dear Pop tied to?
Like kind
it
of like a
something I can
dentist
move?
chair, but he's strapped in.
It's like bolted to the floor. I couldn't necessarily move him out of the way.
No, he's strapped to the chair, but you could unstrap.
I'm more worried about him bleeding out. So at the risk of being sexy, I'm gonna hop on Pop and
Aw, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna put pressure on his shoulder and apologize. Because I feel so
Roll cool.
okay. Gonna fucking land on his nuts. Oh.
8. You land on top of him just fine, and you're putting pressure on his shoulder, but you can't tell if you're helping, but you're certainly not hurting him.
It's a 4 + 6 + 1. It's an 11.
4 + 6 + 1. You jump on him and you apply pressure, and it's working well. And with your other hand, you're able to undo his strap, so he's no longer strapped to the chair.
I'm the hottest person he knows.
Wow,
With my 0 hot.
that was
Yes!
cool as fuck,
That was
and
cool as
and
fuck.
a little sexy.
Arkansas, what would you like to do?
What's going on? I'm still fucking reeling. I'm seething with rage still.
Miriam's bleeding out from her face, with what appears to be at least something that's going to be permanent.
Right.
The mad doctor's flailing on the ground with his bone saw everywhere.
Okay.
Hef is straddling little Pop and his freedom from the binds, and is putting pressure on the wound to stop any further bleeding.
Are there any particular abilities I have, knowing my sciences, that I might help Miriam right now?
You
Is that something I can roll for? Could I roll for cool to help Miriam?
You could potentially roll puppet strings to calm her, but if you fail the roll, it would do 1 harm.
Okay.
She can't take much more harm.
So I could do that, or I could finish off the person on the floor with my scalpels.
Also true.
Yes.
I'm going to finish off the person on the floor with my scalpels. I'm going to roll hard. Okay. Where's my other die? Here we go. Now my scalpels are +3 gear, +3 harm, so they're a finisher. They will kill someone. And I have rolled. Oh shit! I've rolled a 5. Not great.
I was like, was that a complete success, or was that?
You go to
stab
slice.
yourself.
You go to slice him in the throat with your scalpels, but he's still like moving around all wild. So he moves out of the way by chance and comes and slices you across like the side of your neck, opening up your neck.
Oh my god.
Oh, I'm hurt now. How much harm did I just take?
You took 3 armor piercing damage.
Oh my god.
What the? I'm dead. What the fuck? I already took 2 harm.
You had 1 harm before because you got
No, I
shot.
had 2 harm before.
Don't you have 1 armor?
Oh, that's true. Okay. So now I'm right on the precipice here.
Well,
So
also,
you should have 4 pieces colored in.
I have 3 now because I took 2. If I had +1 armor, then I actually took 1, and then you just gave me 2 or 3.
3.
Ah, shit. All right. Well, I have permanent damage now. Cool.
you're at a 9?
Yeah.
I'm at a 945, bitch. I'm at like a 10.
10 o'clock. 2 people are currently at 10 o'clock damage.
Great.
Holy fuck, you guys!
Great.
I'm at
One.
Hey,
One
man,
of them was my fault.
Boss battles are motherfucker, man.
I'm
I
at
thought
10
I
over
was-
here, just so we know. If anyone wants to help roll fucking AC, it's a good time because
Is
I'm
it me
dying.
now? Am I?
It's your turn.
Yeah, KP.
Yeah. It's on me, right?
Yeah.
Right. I love that this is absolutely the moment where he goes from being the gunner, and you see him pull out his big med kit, which looks like
nice.
it's been patched up, retaped, closed 1.5 billion times, is very, very fucking old, but is full of sutures and medical equipment.
You can do that. You can certainly do that. But the guy is still flailing on the ground.
Someone
with his
kill
bone
this
saw,
motherfucker who killed
he's
me
still
and Miriam.
Arkansas.
Yeah, but Miriam's face is exposed and bleeding. I am, and I definitely saw that, and it was my fault. I am going to try and make sure that I stabilize her immediately.
Okay.
As she's
What
like,
about old
yeah.
fucking Muggins over here? I'm
Listen,
dying.
Minus
We're
2
a
HX.
zero.
Fuck you.
you're also dying. She's fucked up.
All right.
You're.
I got my
real
next
fucked
move.
up,
Don't
too.
even worry about it, bitch. I got my next move.
I know. I know. I feel like it was my narrative that I was feeling. He was immediately gonna rush to Mimi's.
I'm so
aid,
pissed. I'm
and
gonna
so
be
was
like
her
blind
face.
in one eye or something. I'm in the permanent damage section of harm.
Well, you got sliced in the neck. So,
Christ.
fuck.
Okay. Okay.
Roll +1.
Okay. Is that what
you
that
roll-
gives me?
Yeah,
Just the
you roll because
+1?
you're going to use an angel kit, and you roll plus the stock that you're using. I think you have 2 stock, right?
I do have 2 stock. Yeah.
Yeah, so you can use 2 stock up if you want, or you can split your stock.
I'm gonna split my stock because I'm gonna go for her, and then I'm gonna go for him to heal him. So for Mimi, that is a 7 + 1. That's an 8.
Let's see what do I want to do to you here. She is stabilized.
Cool.
And you can take your damage down to 6, but you're gonna have a disfiguration moving forward.
Sick.
Like a scar on my face?
Huh?
Like
That's
a
kinda
scar
dope.
on my face?
There's a scar on your face, and it's probably gonna affect your hot. Yeah.
But like in a positive way, right? Because scars are fucking
Yeah.
rad.
You're just you're
That's
less
why I
sexy.
also wanted to go for her first because that's her bread and butter.
All right. Hef, it's your turn, I think.
Mimi stabilized. You can do
Great.
something if you'd like.
No one has killed this guy. He's still out here just flopping around, getting ready to hurt any of us.
Okay, since Pop
During
is
During his flopping before Mimi goes,
Yeah.
he was flailing around and he came close to cutting Arkansas clavicle again.
God damn it!
But thankfully the blade missed.
okay.
Yeah,
So
that's thankful.
since I've unhooked Lil Pop, I tell him to apply pressure to his own wound for the moment and apologize again for shooting him.
Yeah, we
And
really
then-
botched the gun rolls.
And then I want to still, you know what? I don't. I want to get off of Little Pop because if I shoot Little Pop in the head while I'm trying to shoot this other fella, I'm just gonna fucking quit.
Plus, he'll bust a nut if you do that.
Yeah, Lil Pop is like,
Please shoot me.
The action.
Shoot me, daddy.
So I'm gonna hop off Pop, and I'm gonna shoot shoot this fella right in the chestal area, since that's a big open area. So is that hard or?
Yeah,
Or
hard.
I'm on. Or are we under fire
you're gonna
technically?
unload the clip into
No,
his chest.
you're going aggro, so roll hard.
Okay, let's hope this works then, huh? Ooh. It's a 6.
Oh god damn it.
When you fire, you realize that you're like getting really amped by the situation, and you shoot the wrong person in medical gear.
No!
So Arkansas takes one more sliver of damage.
God fucking damn it. Okay.
Mimi, you can do something
God.
if you like, since you're stabilized.
Hold up, wait. Well, why did we skip over Arkansas's turn?
I think
Because
I'm
Mimi
the-
hasn't gone in a while.
Yeah,
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm looking at the Discord and not the actual order.
I haven't gone in a while.
Sorry, Mimi. Go ahead.
Is the doctor dead?
No.
May I? May I roll one last artful and gracious, perform for him in his dire state, and ask him to heal my friend Arkansas clavicle?
You mean hypnotic?
Hypnotic, I have to be with them alone, don't they?
That's true. Yeah, you artful and gracious, and you have to make a joke, like you said.
Oh shit! I had a list of
Can't have super
I had a list
hypnotic
of frog jokes saved for this, but now I don't. I don't know where they are. So,
Make one up.
I got. There's some good puns you can do in here.
No, I got good ones. I got good ones.
Yeah.
All right. Why are frogs so happy? They eat whatever bugs them. That's what I say. That's what I say. Thank you, Arkansas. And
With my dying fucking breath, I'm applauding you.
I'm gonna laugh to see, or I'm
Mimi.
gonna roll to see if he laughs.
Just like on the ground, just fucking flailing and applauding.
And I roll an 8.
Oh, it's your old Nate. It's your old Nate, Sleez.
I see half of Sleez right now.
He says, with as he obliges, but he's in such a fucked state that he can't do as good a job as he normally would have done. He doesn't improve Arkansas's health, but he ensures that he's not gonna do any more damage to him. Like he's not gonna bleed out or anything.
Okay,
He's
so I'm
You're
Yeah.
stabilized.
good. I'm good, but I didn't get reduced harm, right?
correct.
Okay. Is it my turn?
Yes.
I'm gonna use some of that HX real quick.
All right.
Mimi, come here. Come here, Mimi. Listen. We all know that I'm a valuable member of this team, right? You would agree with that.
Yeah.
And you're just such a giving person. You're like so good. Like your heart is so good that I can't imagine that you wouldn't want to give up one of your +1s or something to make sure that I gained a health point back. Right? I mean, I'll still take permanent damage, but I'd like to convince you to give me some of the medical gear that KP gave you so we could share it. And if that makes it -1 for you, that's okay. I hope that doesn't happen. But if it makes it +1 for me, that's the best. What's up? What's up, Sleez?
It's already been used, so she can't.
She can take bandages off of her arm and put them on me.
Arm is across her face.
Either way. She needs to give up a health pie so that I can have a piece of mind back.
If you roll a 10, okay.
All right. A 10 HX?
Yeah.
Let's do
I
it.
don't have to do that, baby.
Let's find out how convincing I am.
I don't have a choice in the matter anymore.
Hold on.
It's all up to luck.
It fell off the table. Let me go again. Shit. I rolled a 7.
Good. You fucking
says-
sociopath.
She says no.
Okay.
But she is also. But she gets the idea that maybe she should look around the grotesque area, as they call that room, and see if there's maybe another angel kit or items that could be used in similar fashion.
I think people want drama. Can we act out that? Mimi, can you give us an act out of that conversation?
I don't know.
Just give me some of your bandages, Mimi.
Arkansas. No. It's my face. And as much as I love you, it's my face. I can't give it up. There's got to be something around here. There's a doctor. This doctor's got to have left something.
How does it feel being a clinical narcissist?
Oh my
You know,
god. I'm not going to deal with gaslighting on the screen.
All right.
This is fucked. Where's
All
some
right,
water?
all right.
I am
Mimi, can you at least help me find something else?
Yes. May I look around, MC? Can I roll a sharp to see?
Roll sharp, yeah.
8.
Ooh.
You find one extra stock that KP could use as an angel kit.
Ooh.
Dope.
I grab it and I toss it to KP. And I look bitterly on Hit Arkansas Clavicle.
KP, right over here. I am a 1 health bar from dying. Just so we're all clear.
Yeah, I know. Man, you are a manipulative bastard. Listen,
Lil-
Meanie,
Well, you
Meanie,
listen.
if you want, we
We
can
can
just let him die.
we
Like,
can
Hef,
go.
you want to shoot him again? You
We
could
got
shoot him
Lil
again.
Pop.
We do got Pop. Honestly,
Lil Pop
got
is
Pop.
also in dire straits.
Yeah, what I want to do is return to my pop.
Yeah. Also, wait.
back
Has anyone killed the person on the floor yet?
Or has he
No.
died?
No.
He's like getting
KP
stronger by the
what-
second.
KP
I mean,
can
that man-
choose what to do right now, and depending on what KP does, the Mad Doctor might get another role.
Oh,
Yeah.
Ooh.
Well, we know that Arkansas is stabilized. Why not just fucking kill the guy and figure everything out from there?
yeah.
I
let's-
agree.
Let's kill that guy.
It's true. Yeah.
Although Little Pop isn't stabilized, huh?
Lil Pop's not, but we can figure that out afterwards too. Fine.
I'll take a train.
Yeah, I'm gonna magnum the doctor in the head. I'm gonna walk over and just because he's like squirming on the ground, right?
Yeah.
That's an 8.
You shoot him, and he's dead. With one last gasp, he says, "I'll miss you, my creatures," and then and he dies.
Great.
Oh God.
Uh,
He died doing what he loved, and that's what's important. Making
Yeah.
creatures.
And really fucking us up.
Really just fucked up.
you really did
Yeah.
fuck.
I am on
So-
the brink of death.
So you guys can talk amongst yourselves, but just to let you know, Hef is currently in the. I think Hef has 1 thing of damage from earlier, I believe.
I have 2 damage total. I have it from my wrists, and then I have it from getting pain receptored.
Right.
That is true. Thank you for reminding me of that.
Right.
You're welcome.
So
have 2
you're
damage.
good. 6
Yeah.
is fine.
Yeah.
Miriam is stabilized, but
I have
has
to draw a lipstick scar across my face.
Yeah.
Oh,
a
that's
gnarly
fun.
scar across her
I think it
face.
looks great. I think it's better. I think it's
Right?
an improvement.
Because of your scar, you're gonna lose 1 hot moving forward.
That's
so
not
sad.
fair.
So take your hot down to +1.
Okay.
Arkansas, you're also gonna take your hot down to +1, or so
That's-
you have -3 hot.
Okay, that's fine.
Actually, no, you got hot in the neck, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, in the neck, yeah.
I'm gonna roll to see if you're gonna lose a hard or a cool.
Uh-oh. I need those.
Even it's cool. Odd it's hard.
Okay. Ah, shit. Okay, so I'm 0 hard now.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're so flaccid.
I was supposed to say we're all very
Just
soft.
flaccid.
And Lil Pop needs to be stabilized.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on, real quick. I actually have 2 pie slices in the permanent damage chart circled in.
You are stabilized, so you
Okay.
lose. Yeah, you're fine.
Okay.
Let's. Are we? I want to help Little Pop. Also because he drove us here.
Hmm.
I mean, I can
Um,
use the kid. I'm back up to 2 stocks, so I can split it between the 2 of them.
Okay.
Yeah. We can do that.
If you want to roll, go for it.
So I'm doing 2 rolls.
Yeah, I would do 1 at a time just in case you fail one of them.
Sure. In which case, I mean, I'm gonna go for the who's looking real bad, which is Arkansas Clavicle.
Yeah.
Thank
Is that a
you.
plus? That's a +1. Yeah, because I'm not. I'm only using.
Arkansas Clavicle is stabilized at the moment. Little Pop is not.
Oh, Little Pop is not. Oh, fuck.
Probably
Well,
use it
I'm
on
gonna-
old Lil Pop.
Then I'll use it on Little Pop.
Go ahead and roll for it.
All right. That is an 8.
Lil Pop is stabilized. And he is stabilized, but he loses one of his cool that he had.
Oh, poor
Oh,
bud.
He's not as
So he
cool.
goes down to 0 cool.
He'll always be one cool in my mind.
He's
Alright.
he has PTSD.
I
Me too.
didn't even remember his name, so.
Before we move on, let's settle some HX stuff.
Okay.
KP
Yeah.
and Clavicle, you both take 1 HX with each other because you guys had the good HX roll.
What do you mean take? Like gain or lose?
Gain. You each gain an HX with each other.
All right, so I just got to +4 with KP then.
Damn.
Mark an improvement bubble and then go to 0.
Okay.
You're now to +1.
So do I get to choose a power up now?
If you've marked 5 improvement bubbles.
Oh, that okay then. All right, so I'm back at HX0 with KP.
Yeah.
Right.
Even on.
So if I need to manipulate someone, it should be Miriam or Hef, because I'm at 0 with KP right now.
With Hef, you're gonna take -1. Hef, don't change yours, but Arkansas with Hef, take -1 HX because she shot you earlier.
Shit, come on,
Sorry.
Hef.
That was my bad.
It's all right. HX +2 for Hef.
And then
Yeah.
did you have? And then
Jesus.
you guys did an HX, but it kind of just played out okay, right?
Me and Miri?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like a 7 or 8. 7.
You guys keep it the same, but everybody gets 2 improvement bubbles for beating the boss and surviving.
Hell yeah.
Nice. All right, I'm almost up to 4 improvement.
So that brings me over, actually, and
Nice.
gives me 1. So
Yeah, so go to 1, and then you can take any of those improvements that are in that first box. Or the top box, I should say, of the improvement box.
just gonna mark on here that I've gotten 1 level. And then I can take any one from the top box, right?
Yeah. And then just put an X next to it so you don't do it again.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Did we want to stabilize Lil Pop and see? Oh no, we did that already. He's good.
Yeah.
So where we're at now, we could stop and pick up the end of the adventure next time.
I'd say that's a good idea.
So where we're at is we're at the bottom floor of the Redbury Hotel on Hollywood and Vine. You guys found your bear. You found Lil Pop. The battle went very bad.
Yes, it did.
Yeah, it did not go great. No.
It didn't go good. Arkansas has a kind of like a little bit of he kind of has like a fucked up kind of shoulder neck thing going on.
Okay.
So he's a little less spry with his attacks.
Okay. So I lost some hard.
Which is why you lost the hard. Miriam has the scar across her face, so she lost one of her hot.
I still think you're hot, Miriam.
I was going to say, I beg to differ. I think that's rad as fuck.
There might be people that like the scar, so that's true moving forward.
Like
but
every
I
scar I
plastic
get is
surgery.
gonna help.
maybe. KP made it out just fine, and he probably had the best day. Out of
You
everyone.
rolled 10s left and right, leveled up.
Good for you, KP.
Yeah.
And then Hef has got some damage. When we come back, you guys won't. Arkansas still has a bunch of damage right now.
Oh yeah.
Before we end, you could try to heal him with one thing. Because you have one angel kit left.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you wanted to take him down to 6 o'clock, but also if it fails, he would be rendered unconscious for when you guys try to get back to North Hollywood.
Perfect. But we're still in the building right now as we're ending the session.
Still
And
in the
we
building.
just found Baby Bear and we found Little Pop. So we did not do bad.
No. See, it took
Didn't
some
do great,
took some
but you
hits.
did bad. Yeah.
So 7 days
I
from
had
today, 7 days from today, we'll all be back in action.
Yes.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, just to round that, I took the Insano like Drano move. I got a new Gunlugger move, which gives me another +1 to hard, so I have a +3 to hard now.
Nice.
Dope.
God damn it. I'm
Lib,
gonna have to get that +1 hot move. Yeah.
Lib, do you want to do like an and scene on the session and just like talk to people in chat for like a half an hour before we sign off?
Uh, I'll probably wrap it up. Well, I don't know. I guess we could. I
Okay,
want to
with
have. I
none-
want to. I
I'm
want to
not-
regroup with you guys first.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So
That's
I don't
Okay.
know.
All right, fair enough.
Yeah.
Oh, also, F.
Yeah.
You still haven't found your big knife.
Right.
You lost at the beginning, but you do have a gun now.
Yes, I do, which I have
Uh,
misused a lot.
So before you leave the next thing, you could try to find it, or you could just say, "Fuck it, I got a gun now" instead.
I think I'll just stick with I'll just stick with my infinite gun.
yeah.
Then I'm going to just make sure you have that marked on your sheet that your knife is gone, but you have the 9mm.
Yep.
And Arkansas, I was gonna ask, do you want me to attempt to heal you down to 6 o'clock or no? I feel we should finish that up.
I would appreciate it. That's for sure.
Okay, so that's we can leave that as the last roll of whether I
Right.
bring you down or make it worse.
Let's roll.
Here we go.
No.
One, right?
+1, yeah.
Is there any way we could help out? No, that's not gonna help you.
Can I do like an assistance roll or something? Like,
Because he's in very dire straits, yeah, you can roll your HX with KP.
oh, good. 2d6.
Fantastic.
Great. My
How much
HX with
would it-
KP is 2, so I rolled a 12.
What did
Hey, there you
so
go.
because you rolled a 12?
Well, I rolled
Uh,
10 and then +2 with KP.
What did you roll, KP?
It was a 4 + 1, right? 5.
You stabilize him enough, but let's see, what are the detriments that I can do?
Oh,
But no,
man.
he's gonna need to see a real angel when he gets back to North Hollywood, and he's gonna slip in and out of consciousness every time that it's his turn,
Okay.
and that'll be decided by a dice roll. But he's back.
Who's this gonna happen to?
So when KP went to go heal you,
Yeah.
he did a very bad job.
Oh, good.
But Miriam jumped in and had a great roll. Both you guys take HX with each other, +1 HX, add 1.
Oh.
My
KP and
HX
Miriam.
is with KP.
Yeah, KP and Miriam, you both take 1 HX.
Damn. We looking fat. We looking fat, KP.
Yeah, I'm at +3 now.
Me too.
Yeah.
So what's gonna happen,
Got you.
Arkansas, is you're
Yeah.
back 6 o'clock with obviously your malformity, but until you get back to North Hollywood and see a real angel and go to the infirmary that's there, every time it's your turn, there's a 50-50 chance that you're gonna go unconscious.
Oh, cool. That's quite the fucking handicap. I don't mind saying.
We'll find like a plastic surgeon as well. Like
That
it's
is
LA.
a debilitating.
It's LA.
Honestly, if we can find a vehicle, that'll probably speed up our chances of getting.
Lil Pop should. I mean, he should have a car.
Wait, hold on. Wait, can you explain that one more time? So everything I try to do, there's a 50-50 chance. So like every roll I make, you're gonna roll like evens odds to see if I actually just went unconscious.
Yep.
So I just can't do shit. What the fuck?
I mean, maybe. We'll see what the roll is.
50
Oh my god.
You're
That
coming
is
in and
a
out of-
harsh. That is a harsh punishment.
I mean, hey, harsh world, you know?
Jesus Christ. All right, we'll see. So everything I do from now on, guys, just know that there's a chance that it will, even if I roll like a 12, it might not work at all.
Well, it would actually be before you roll. Like when it's your turn to roll, I'll
Yeah.
roll even odd with a d6.
Right.
And that'll determine if you get to roll or not. You might just fall unconscious and lose your turn.
Christ almighty.
Dope.
But that's only until we
Would be
get to
fun.
North Hollywood to get you to a real infirmary.
Okay, all right. That's fair. That's fair.
So when we get back, Lil Pop is stabilized enough to drive everybody in his
Yeah.
vehicle, and his main vehicle is a Hummer limo. He has a Hummer limo that has
Very
2
LA.
powers, 3
Stretch.
armor. It has mounted machine guns that do 3 harm. It goes fast and off-road. It can run out of gas and it's loud. And it has spikes and plates on it.
Nice.
Awesome.
Dude, fucking
That's why I
stretch
love
Hummer. What color is it?
TBD.
Okay, cool.
We'll see what color it is.
You'll roll for that.
Right.
You
Yeah.
might get red, but you also might pass out. So who knows?
All right. I'll sign off with
yeah,
chat right
Reddit.
now then, so we can wrap this up in Discord. Thank you guys for tuning into our first Apocalypse World stream. We'll be back here next Sunday. Very excited. Great.
Wait,
to
so are we not doing like a well, go on.
So what I did, I have a chat channel in my Discord now, the Void,
Mhm.
for Apocalypse World chat.
Mhm.
Like we can just type it out. I also have an Apocalypse World recaps channel that I'll write the summary of what happened today. I'll write some character summaries in there for as well.
Okay.
And then yeah, we'll just do this on Sundays.
Before
Yeah,
we
this
go-
is gonna replace just chatting for a while, unless we stick just chatting on like a Wednesday or something.
Yeah.
Before we go though, because we didn't get back to North Hollywood, and we will next time, you don't have to come up with an intention for the world yet, like what you're trying to do, because it's still kind of unclear. But because of some of your backstories, I have some stuff I've come up for you, but that's what's going to happen to you and not necessarily what you're trying to do.
Okay. I'll send you. We'll talk after this. We'll talk after this.
Cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Let
we can
me.
talk after.
I'm just gonna wrap out the train. Yeah. Go ahead and shout out yourself, Tranarsa. I'm gonna shout out Patty Boy. Spell it correctly this time.
Hey, shout out Count Frenulum. It's an important channel.
And I will also shout out Count Frenulum. It's our boy Arkansas Clavicle down here. I'll actually add our names to the stream next time, but yeah, we can text it out in Apocalypse chat.
Right.
Next week. Namaste, sweet children.
Namaste, kids. Good game.
Namaste.